What in the world, Bo? What's going on with you, man? It's your boy Big Low Country. For everybody out there that don't know me, my name is Big Low Country. I'm just an old country boy, former football coach. I love to sit around and talk about sports. Yes, you yourself, you could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here with us. And I definitely and greatly appreciate that. I apologize. I'm just double checking. I just had some chipotle. I'm just making sure I'm good. I apologize. I had to do something. I had to do something, to get myself in. Bro, I just don't know. I just don't. Look at here, man. Look at here. Look at here. First of all, if y'all watch the show after we go live already, make sure you put a what in the world in the comments. Also, make sure that you share the channel with your friends and family. We would definitely and greatly appreciate it. Here we are. Yeah. This is coaching staff, Falcons family. This is where we at. Oh, I apologize. Wait a minute. Can y'all hear me a little bit better right now? Somebody said that. Somebody said we have a tunnel sound. My apologies. Can you hear me better now? My apologies. Can you hear me better now? Okay. Yo, we should be good. This is where we at, coaching staff. This is where we at. So, and I apologize. I'm so used to seeing Raheem Morris be like this right here on the sideline, not talking in the headset. I was just following his example. I apologize. The Atlanta Falcons lost today. Newsflash. Man, that almost felt like, look what I can do. Newsflash. The Atlanta Falcons lost today. We lost in overtime again. I said this, and I continue saying this, and I will continue saying this. Good coaches find ways to win. Bad coaches find ways to lose. And Raheem Morris continues to find ways to lose, Bo. Continue to find ways to lose. Look, Raheem Morris, look, he done got Coach Roney upset. Coach Roney, she all tired. Coach Roney upset with me because Raheem Morris got everybody else upset. Raheem, he messing everything up all over the place. But this is where we're at. So before we really get into it, I want to show love to everybody that's showing love to me. Fort Ant. I'm sorry. Is that Fort Ant? I apologize if I pronounce it incorrectly. But he says, Big Low. I said after the Buffalo game, I don't see us losing another game. You gave the golf story. I was wrong. I don't see us with another win. Bro, I hate that this is where we at, but this is where we at. Yes, I didn't want it to be one of them situations where, hey, you start off, off the top, off the muscle, doing it big, and then next thing you sitting here looking like Boo Boo the Fool. Unfortunately, this is where we at. Also, got a couple more people in here. Clowns is in here. Clown says at the beginning of the season, he says, I laughed at Carolina, and now we done got swept. You gotta call it what it is. Jermaine's in here. Says, I better not hear any excuses from Raheem. Atlanta wants real answers. Oh boy, do I got a story for you. Meat says, Blank need to find a way to fire this guy. Hello. Look, we're gonna jump into all of this, man. We're gonna jump into all of this. Bobby's in here. Bobby says Raheem dream of being a head coach in the NFL has come to an end. If you ask me, coaching is not maximizing the talent of this team. I mean, you haven't told any lies, bro. You haven't told any lies. Y'all make sure that y'all hit that like button. Chris says, Seattle are next, and that game won't be pretty. this is this is where we at. This is where we at. Project says Terry did not hire Raheem. He didn't. He didn't. Silk Legacy says, what in the world, both fire Raheem and Zach at 11:58 tonight. Yeet, get some. We gonna look. I don't want to sound like Raheem. Like, look, we gonna get into it and we gonna figure it out. I don't want to sound like Raheem. So all I can tell you is we're gonna find a way to cover it. Padre says, "What's good, Coach? Coach and staff, what's going on, Padre? I hope, bro. I hope you take care of my sister Ashley over there. Ashley, if you watching this, we gonna be all right. It's gonna be okay. Zulu Warriors in says big low, big low, big low, shaking my head. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I need to flip that mic down. What's going on, man? Much love to everybody in here. I appreciate everybody coming in here showing us love tonight. So, y'all know, first of all, what we're going to do is, we're going to look at the, we got to look at the statistics. Shouts out to Tyler in here. Tyler in here laughing. I'm assuming about me having my mic flipped up, just following the example of following the gleaming example of our head coach, right? So let's look at the stats. Let's look at the stats from today's game. Oh, excuse me. I apologize. Let's look at the stats from today's game. All right. Once again, the Atlanta Falcons get dominated in time of possession. Panthers had the ball for 37 minutes. The Falcons had the ball for 27 minutes. Total yardage, 486 yards. The Carolina Panthers had 486 yards. I ain't saying 80. 80. That's how you really put emphasis on it. Whenever somebody's talking to you, that they say 486 yards, not 486. 486 yards. That's nasty. The Falcons had 348 yards total offense, which ain't nothing to sneeze at. Moving forward, Bryce Young set a franchise record with 419 passing yards. They only had 67 rushing yards. The Falcons had a balanced attack for what it was worth with 223 passing yards. We got most of that with Michael Penix and 125 rushing yards. We stopped running the ball. Panthers had 22 first downs. The Falcons had 23. Third down conversions. We went 4 of 11 on third downs. We had more third down conversions in this game, which is 4. Think about this. This is a crazy stat. More third down conversions in this game that you had the last 3 games. Mind you, it really doesn't matter because all 5 games, the last 5 games that we've had, we lost. We're streaking, but we're streaking. We're running. I guess you could say we're running naked backwards. I guess it's backward streaking. Anyway, we're streaking backwards. Panthers, they went 6 for 17 on third down. They went 3 for 5 on fourth down. Penalty yards, it was a pretty messy game for both teams. 8 penalties for the Panthers for 49 yards, 6 penalties for the Falcons for 44 yards. We got 5 sacks. We're getting to the quarterback. Obviously, in the words of Kendrick Lamar, it's not enough. And we lost a turnover battle with a fumble by our kick return team. Gotta love those special teams, right? So, once you look at this, I want to ask the coaching staff what stood out to y'all in regards to this loss. After I read those stats to you, what stood out to you? Also, we got a couple Superman chats in here. Padre is. What did the kids say? He don't miss. Padre says, "Look at here, Bo. Natron books ain't worth 2 dead flies smashed together." Daggone. Da da da. That's a Superman chat. Goodness gracious. Also, Iron Mike's in here. Iron Mike said, Stevie Wonder harmonica plays "Keep Smiling" no firings, knowing we should have never hired Raheem. That's for sure. That's what fans are for. Da da da. That's a Superman chat. Wait a minute. That's what fans are for. Is this where we at? Da da da. That's a Superman chat. Yeah, I had to give him the rain fingers. That's what fans are for. Also, Coach Willie Dotson here with the Superman chat. He says, "Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again." What in the world? He says, "My only ask is that we somehow keep Bajan and Drake and our defensive core bold." I'm, you see how these boys balling. Da da da. That's a Superman chat. Also, shouts out to Craig. Craig, he actually came to his first Falcons game today, and if I'm not mistaken, got a chance to shake hands with some players at halftime. So shouts out to Craig, man. Hope you enjoyed your first Falcon game in the bins. Thank you so much for chilling out with us. That's that. Da da da. That's a Superman chat. So, but I apologize. And Clowns is in here. He says, history lesson. After his fifth straight loss in 2020, Dan Quinn was let go. Raheem hit his fifth straight loss. This should be it. Da da da. That's a Superman chat. Now, wait a minute now. You know, one thing that we have to remember, one thing that we have to remember is that whenever coaches get fired, especially in the middle of the season, whenever coaches get fired in the middle of the season by the Atlanta Falcons or by Arthur Blank, it's normally the result of something very embarrassing happening, right? Um, I mean, here lately, just getting fired. Period. It's the result of something embarrassing. JGP in here, he says, "I love it when Falcons are big mad." I mean, you know, we ain't as mad as y'all. Y'all won one less game than we have, and it's gonna be two after next week. But fact of the matter is, it has to be something embarrassing for Arthur Blank to fire you in the middle of the season. You might say, "What you mean by that, Bilo?" Well, think about the last three firings. Mike Smith, greatest coach Falcons history, in my opinion. Mike Smith, my bad, I dropped the mouse. Mike Smith went out there to London, blew another lead, and it just got too egregious. Arthur Blank, he put that firing suit on. You know, he adjusted his tie. He said, "Hey, you know, it's time. It's just what did Rafiki say at the beginning of the Lion King? It's his time." Shouts out to James Earl Jones, man. Beautiful, one of the greatest voices in cinematic history. But it is time. Um, but that was Rafiki that said it. I'm talking about Mufasa, that James Earl Jones voice. But uh, so with Mike Smith, it was time. He embarrassed the franchise by blowing another lead. Moving forward, Dan Quinn got. I mean that's just completely inexcusable. You can't just let them fall on an onside kick. We literally watched them fall on an onside kick after they came back from an insurmountable lead to most teams, and you had to go. You had to go. And the crazy thing is that Dan Quinn got fired like an hour after the game, right? Arthur Smith. I mean, technically, the season was still it was still the season, right? I mean, even though we played the last game, it was still the season. If and just like Clown said, oh, it was like, or somebody else earlier in the chat said it was like 12:02 p.m. I mean 12:02 a.m. and they made the call, made the announcement that Arthur Smith was fired. So it's normally been a result of pretty embarrassing actions that have happened. So moving forward, this look to us, trust me, it's definitely embarrassing. But I don't know if it's going to be one of those situations where the Falcons are going to make a move just yet. But look, you never know. You never know. You never know. Let's see here. We got a couple more Superman chats. Let's see. Hold on 1 second here. Try to get my computer screen right here. There were some technical difficulties. All right. So Stefan Shelling's in here. Stefan says, why is Blank bringing another professional team to Atlanta? He's talking about the women's soccer team. Says, shouldn't he focus on making the Atlanta Falcons a winning product first? Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Well, see, that's the thing, Stefan. One thing we got to remember is Arthur Blank's in the business of making money. Is he in the business of winning games? Of course he is. But he's in the business of winning games in the process of making money. So, yes, as Falcons fans, we want to be one of them situations where he says, hey, I need to make sure these Falcons are taken care of before I spend any resources or any time into anything else. But Arthur Blank is in the business of making money. That's why he owns Home Depot and we don't. Fireman Truckers in here says, as a Saints fan in rebuilding mode, I like to thank the Falcons for making me not feel so bad. Daggone, Bo. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Daggone, man. Look, that's rough. That's rough. Look, at least y'all didn't lose this week, Fireman. At least y'all didn't lose this week. He says we should extend Raheem. Get paid, black man. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. I completely disagree. As a matter of fact, don't say that too loud. Tyler Russell says, I do also like to make money. Look, I ain't knocking you, Tyler. I ain't knocking you. So moving forward here, guys. If you start the game off and you're looking pretty balanced as an offense, and you start the game off ahead 21-7, most teams would look at that game and most teams would say, you know what? I'm feeling good. It's looking like we're gonna be getting a dub this week. I want to ask y'all, did y'all feel comfortable in the situation whenever we were up 21-7 going into halftime? Before we kicked that ball off to the Panthers, did y'all feel comfortable? If you felt comfortable, put a 1 in the chat. It was one of them situations where you were like, man, this don't feel right. Put a 2 in the chat. I just want to know how everybody's thinking. Did y'all feel comfortable? Because y'all already know, our boy, uh, Babyface. Babyface told us a long time ago. Shouts out to Baby and Lil Wayne. But Babyface told us, don't you ever get too comfortable. Is it a situation where y'all got comfortable? If you were cool and you thought we were good to go, put a 1 in the chat. But if it was a situation where you were like, man, this don't feel right. This don't feel right. Put a 2 in the chat. I just want to know. I just want to know. Also, got a couple Superman chats in here. Sanchez Low says currently in the hospital for overreaction exertion. Oh my goodness. He says, and I'm sitting here watching the game, and the doctor thinking I'm about to have a heart attack yelling in here. Free falling. Golly. First of all, Sanchez, we hope that you get over. We hope that you get on that road to recovery, Bo. You make sure that you take care of yourself. Don't be stressing out over these Falcons. You make sure you take care of yourself and get back in the saddle. And daggone, Bo. Don't be stressing out over these Falcons, man. Especially when you're in bad shape. Look, one thing about free falling is that you just gotta let it go. Dun, 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 dun. Free falling, say we free. You just gotta let it go, man. But look, like I said, I hope that you continue on the road recovery, my friend. And that's that. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Man, bro, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. Um, I feel like um it's one of them situations where I feel like I'm I'm feeling guilty. I'm just gonna be completely honest with you, and we're gonna read the results to the poll in just a second. But I'm feeling guilty. I appreciate that, Willie Doc. Thank you so much for your prayers for Coach Sanchez, Lord. But I'm as a content creator, I'm feeling guilty because it's one of those cases where if I get on here every week and I try my best to spread a positive message. I try my best to make sure, we make sure that we don't get too high with the wins and make sure that we don't get too low with the losses, right? And I just don't want to be one of those cases where I'm telling y'all, hey guys, we gonna be all right. Everything's good. Keep your head up. Baby, don't cry. You got to keep your head up. And Raheem Morris he keeps letting me down, which is in turn keeps letting y'all down. And then I try to keep following it up and saying, hey, don't worry about last week. It's going to be all right, guys. So moving forward, that's not happened 5 times. And here I am saying the same thing. Like, hey, guys, we just got to stay the course. It's going to be okay. Yes, there's some things that's going on that we don't necessarily agree with, but we're going to turn it around. And in the SpongeBob SquarePants narrator voice, 5 weeks later, we're in the same situation, except this time we put ourselves in like a scenario where we can't lose any more games. We can't lose any more games. And I don't want to be one of those situations where it's like I'm feeling like I'm letting y'all down because, I want y'all and I want all the Falcons fans to have as as a positive experience as possible. So, you know, look, y'all, it might be rough, but we gonna make it. We gonna be all right. Oh man, shattered dreams. Um, man, my thoughts have come to life. Shattered Dreams says, hey, hey, ho, ho. Raheem Morris has the kick that dope. Daggone. Goodness gracious. He finna pull a kick, though. He about to pull a kick, dog. Get down on the floor. Y'all don't know about that. Y'all watching that No Limit, versus No Limit Cash Money versus. Y'all ain't hear that. That's an album cut. Y'all don't know about that. Oh man. So I asked everybody a little bit earlier. I said, hey, whenever we were up 21-7, did y'all feel comfortable? Y'all feel like, hey, we're gonna get this win? If y'all did feel like it was one of the situations where we were gonna get the win, I said put a 1 in the chat. Then I said if it was one of them situations where you felt like, hey, I don't feel safe in this situation, put a 2 in the chat. So just looking here at the votes, you can only imagine what we got. But Cornelius said 2. He says, nah, he didn't feel safe in that situation. Um, Coach Willie Doc, he says, nah, he says, I don't get comfortable no more, Big Low. Shouts out to my homeboy Archangel. He was like, hey man, I was good. I was ready to go. I don't know what everybody else was so worried about. Um, Deanna says, nope. Says I was worried about Zach. JG, JG says 2. Said he was feeling that pressure. Kai says, nope, 2. Um, what's that? The Kerr 3066 says 2. Clown says 2. Says he said he was feeling the pressure. Cartier, shouts out to Cartier, says 2. Danny Johnson says 2. Jermaine, DA Hunter, they all said 2. Project Warrior says 2. said there has never been a time in my Falcons fandom when I've been comfortable, man. And that's tough. That's tough. We shouldn't be there. Old man, Dr. Craig. I'm sorry, D. Craig. My bad, D. Craig. Deanna. They all say too. 71 says nope. Reminder Super Bowl #2. Daggone. Man, boy. What's that? Belly, uh, Boom BX. That's how I'm gonna read it. He says, what about Jesse Minter from the Chargers? Him as your next head coach? We're gonna talk about that. I mean, in all honesty, I don't know if it's a situation where that turnaround is Jesse Minter or is it Jim Harbaugh. But one thing that I will say is it needs to be somebody who didn't have anything to do with the Falcons or didn't have nothing to do with 2016. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. Rodney's in here says two. Ghost Pepper says two. He didn't feel safe at all. Man, everybody would call him 911. Nobody felt safe. DA said he ain't never comfortable. Beam me up. Scotty says two. He says that clocks. He says until that clock strikes. 4 zeros. Zulu Warrior says two. Star Falcon said he never feel right. Y'all understand what this means, right? Y'all understand what this means. Everybody's in here. Everybody except for our angel. Everybody's like, yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. I ain't feel safe at all. Like, and then not only is the situation where it's like you're saying you didn't feel safe, but you're moving forward, you go on saying, yeah, to be honest with you, now that I think about it, I don't never really feel safe. That's not good, guys. That's not good. If it's a situation where we go on and we say, shoot, be honest with you, we really don't feel safe even when we up. I'm gonna be honest. There's times whenever the Falcons play and we going into the fourth quarter, I feel better down by 3 points than up by 7 or up by 8. And that's a problem. The reason why that's such a problem is because this is the culture we've created. Look, I've been parts of some crazy things on a football field. I've seen some crazy scenarios. So the whole 28-3 thing in 2016, that was a crazy scenario, but things like that happen. I mean, let's keep it a book. Is it a once in a lifetime thing that happens? Yes. Things like that happen. But Bo, over and over and over and over again, we continue to put ourselves in this situation. And the crazy thing is, guys, is that now we're desensitized. That's crazy. Now we're desensitized and we're going into games and we're going into situations going with anxiety, sitting here like, man, boy, whoo, we sit here rocking, man. Man, we up by 17 points for 4 minutes, man. Boy, I don't know if we gonna pull this one out. We shouldn't be like that. That's not where we should be at. But the thing is, Nando said he wasn't comfortable at all. Share the light, old man. Archangel, the only person that he was comfortable. 40 East Trail said, y'all swept us both. But the thing is that whenever you bring guys in who normalize these types of situations and they try to I don't know if y'all ever heard Solange. The only reason I heard the album cuts from Solange is because of Coach Roney, because Coach Roney always put me on the new music. But in the words of Solange, I try to excuse it away. And those excuses, after you hear them over and over and over again, they start to become normalized thinking. They start to become normalized thinking. So now, here we are as a fan base, we're just accepting it. We're like, yeah, I mean, shoot, dang gone. Man, we was up by 17 points in the fourth quarter. Man, there was only 20 seconds left, but That's football, right? That's what it's like being an Atlanta Falcon fan, right? No, that's not how it's supposed to be. And that's an organizational issue. Or in the words of my old teacher in high school, that's an organizational issue. Let's keep it a buck, Bo. We're not hiring the guys to help us win games that we're supposed to win. And we're not hiring the guys that help us win the games that we're not supposed to win. That's how you go to the playoffs. That's how you get championships. Because that game that we played against the San Francisco 49ers, they weren't supposed to win that game. But guess what they did? They did. Kyle Shanahan found them a way to win the game. Winning coaches find ways to win. Losing coaches find ways to lose every time. It's just what it is. Z Corp in here. Z Corp Alpha says, do you feel losing is on purpose? Says get a draft pick for the 2026-2027 season. Also, selling hot dogs and beer. What matters to ownership? Daggone. Well, look, if their business model is selling hot dogs for the prices that they sell them at Costco, you ain't finna make too much money. Dun dun dun. That's a Superman check. But I will tell you one thing, Bo. Look, these PSLs and these what you call it, these season tickets, Bo. These season tickets going up every year, and we going on 8 straight years of not making the playoffs. We got to figure something out. Also, Z Corp circles back around. He said, "Do you read these chats?" Oh yeah, I'm reading this chat for you, and also I'm giving you that dun dun dun. That's a Superman chat. Appreciate you, Z Corp. See what happened was, you caught me while I was ranting a little bit. That's what happened. Clown says, Coach Lowe, been hearing buzz about Matt LaFleur. Thoughts? Also 57 likes. I appreciate that, Clowns. And thank you so much for updating those likes for me. We definitely appreciate that. That's that dun dun dun. That's a Superman chat. Oh, I'm hearing rumors about Matt LaFleur too. If I'm not mistaken, I know somebody posted on Twitter that Matt LaFleur pretty much won uh, won twice as many games as he's lost, right? With the Packers as their head coach. Um, and that's cool. I think he's shouts out Brandon Little. He said he won't feel safe. That's cool. And I think Matt LaFleur is a better coach than Raheem Morris. And look, it's to the point now where it's like there's no need in even like explaining why Raheem Morris is a bad coach because that's getting kind of redundant. But I feel like Matt LaFleur is a better coach than Raheem Morris. But once again, I don't know if I want to go. I don't know if it's a situation where I want to go back down that road, clowns, as far as like the whole um I don't know if it's a situation where I want to go down that road as far as like the whole uh old school coaching staff. Because if we go with the guys, um if we go with the guys or some of the guys that we had on the old coaching staff, we're still spinning that whole narrative like, yes, this was the coach that was here whenever we were going to the Super Bowl. He was one of those guys, and he's here to bring it back for us. It's like, come on, bro. You know what I mean? We let it go. Let it go. They don't need it doing all that. You'll be better off getting somebody who don't got nothing to do with what happened previously and somebody that could bring something new in for you so you could legit make a change, right? Because look, think about it like this right here. The Atlanta Falcons are the people who do things unconventionally, thinking that it's the smart thing to do. Then, whenever it doesn't work, they double down on it and they just do it different, another way but it's still the same thing, right? Okay. For example, got a perfect example for you. Long time ago, Coach Rodney went to an office party. At the office party, everybody was bringing stuff, right? I don't know if y'all ever heard this before. Um, Shouts out to the young lady who made it, but I'm from Southeast Georgia. I'm from the South. And one thing that I've never heard of and I'm never going to do is put apples and baked beans. That's something that's something I'm never going to do. I completely disagree with it. That's not up my alley. So putting apples and baked beans, no, I'm not doing that. But moving forward, Coach Ronnie said, had a party. She said, um, she got a big spoonful of baked beans, ate it like, oh, what's this? It's apples. Why are apples in here? She asked the ladies, like, hey, excuse me, miss, why you got apples in the baked beans? She said, hey, that's how we make baked beans in Michigan. Baked beans in Michigan, they're made with apples. I was like, wait, what? She's like, yeah. And then she said that she tried to explain it to everybody, and everybody's like, yeah, we hear what you're saying that the apples add a little bit of sweetness to it, but you just don't put apples in baked beans. Now, what the Atlanta Falcons would do in that situation, exactly, Deanna, exactly. What the Atlanta Falcons would do in that situation, they would say, okay, you don't like the baked beans and our apples? I'm sorry, you don't like the apples and our baked beans? So instead of using Granny Smith, we're gonna get some Honey Crisp. We're gonna get some Honey Crisp apples, and we're gonna show you that you're gonna like it. It's gonna be different, it's gonna be new, it's gonna be innovative, but it's still gonna be the same, and you're gonna like it. It's gonna be something to knock your socks off. Then they try, it doesn't work again. So what do the Atlanta Falcons do? They be like, Red Delicious. Better get some Red Delicious apples, some big old apples that look like bell peppers. They top at the bottom. They kind of small at the they top at the big at the top, kind of small at the bottom. We'll get some Red Delicious apples. We'll cut them up, put them in there. Oh, they didn't work. You know what? Let's go back to the Granny Smith apples. Maybe last time we just had them cut up too big. So this time we're gonna go ahead and cut them up a little bit smaller, and we're gonna cook them that way. At the end of the day, stop trying to do the same thing and trying to be different. At the end of the day, just make the baked beans. Just make the baked beans. Today, shouts out to my homeboy Bro Talk. He came to his first Atlanta Falcons game today. And he came out there, and it was one of them situations where we looked at each other. I was like, hey, Bo, we actually ran power. We pulled a guard and had the guard run to the other side as a lead blocker. We couldn't believe it because over and over again, we've been doing the same thing and hoping that it works, and we'll just change a minute detail and it still doesn't work. We actually did something different and it worked. The point that I'm making is this system and the way that we've been doing things for a while now has not been working. Well, Amy says the apples don't fall far from the tree often, Big Low. You ain't never lied about that. Carl Thomas says apples and baked beans is disrespectful. Yes, yes. Our Angel says fire Rich McKay. Marlo says Lane Kiffin. Nah, I know where Lane Kiffin's going, then it's not Atlanta. I already know where Lane going. Chris says hire a coach from the outside and not from the inside the Flowery Branch Correctional Center. Daggone, man. Oh, goodness gracious. But the fact of the matter is, uh, what you got to do is you got to make sure that you bring somebody in here. And Clown says, Coach, give me your short list of football coaches that I bring in. You got to bring in somebody who does not have anything to do with the previous Atlanta Falcons, right? So I've heard people mention, let Jeff Ulbrich be the head coach. You think about this. You're finally getting success with the defense with Jeff Ulbrich as the defensive coordinator. Well, and whenever I say success, that's 6-7. In the words of the kids, that's a 6-7 situation. Because you think about it, yes, we're getting to the quarterback, but earlier today we gave up. Hold on, I don't want to lie to you to make it sound fly to you. Earlier today we gave up 486 yards. So yeah, you got some success with Jeff Ulbrich as your defensive coordinator, but as far as bringing him in as a head coach, the reason why I'm just over it all is because I don't want nothing to do with what we had going on, and the whole idea of, hey, this is my guy. I remember him. He used to be the ball boy in 2014, and he worked himself up to give people Gatorade. So now let's make him the offensive coordinator. I'm not. I'm over it. I'm done. I'm done. The whole relationship thing. No, everybody feels like the people that they know, and feels like all of them who put everything together. Everybody feels like they got it figured out. But the thing is that you don't have it figured out. Grady Jarrett is the perfect example of that. Think about it. Grady Jarrett should have been the Super Bowl MVP of Super Bowl 51. Grady Jarrett, got 2.5 sacks, dominated that front end, dominated it. One of my favorite players in Atlanta Falcons history. Moving forward, Grady Jarrett he had a couple really good seasons, but as a team, defensively up front, we couldn't get after it. Let me ask y'all, in 2025, who would you rather have as your starting defensive tackle, Grady Jarrett or Brandon Dorlus? I'll sit back and listen. Y'all can put it in the chat. Would you rather have Grady Jarrett or Brandon Dorlus? But at the end of the day, the point that I'm making, I don't know how y'all going to answer that question. At the end of the day, the point that I'm making is sometimes you just got to move on. That defense with Grady Jarrett spearheading everything, it just couldn't never, we couldn't never get the job done. The only time we got the job done is when Ryan Nielsen was here. But after you finally decided, you looked at the situation as a whole and said, hey, maybe we need to make the move where we switch up our main guy. Maybe we need to bring some young Thundercats in here to take over. After you did that, defense took a whole nother step. It went in a whole nother direction. And that's the point that I'm making. Z Corp Alpha says, oh, Z Corp with 49. Boy, you look at you, boy. I see you here. Man, see, look, anything got $10. I got to hit a little jig, but daggone. 49. Look at here. For $49.99, I'm gonna have to make a song on the spot. I'll have to make a song on the spot. But first of all, he says, do you feel Falcons need new ownership? Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat because the Falcons got L's all over me. Baby, you touch every part of me. Oh, baby, Falcons got L's all over me. And I don't want to give it up. I'm constantly caught up in these L's. Oh. Shouts out to the court. But to answer your question, I don't feel like the Falcons need new ownership. I feel like the Falcons need different guys making football decisions. I feel like the Falcons need different guys making football decisions because I feel like, and especially after the only way you can describe it, Z Corp, is surviving. The only way you can describe it is surviving. After we survived the Smith era of Atlanta Falcons ownership and we got Arthur Blank in, you think about it, that's whenever we really kind of changed trajectory as a franchise, because we used to be like I was gonna say we used to be like the Cleveland Browns, but in a sense we've kind of returned back to that. But we legitimately were just the bro, we used to have paper bags. We pick on the Saints, but we had paper bags on our heads too. But when Arthur Blank came in and we brought in Michael Vick, we went to the playoffs a couple of times. The whole Michael Vick situation happened, and we were in purgatory for a little bit, and we brought in Matt Ryan. And one thing that you could say about Matt Ryan, and y'all let me know if I'm wrong. One thing you say about Matt Ryan, every week, whenever you went in there, you knew you had a chance to win. And over the last 4 seasons, what would you say, 4 seasons? Yeah. Um, I ain't talking about the hotel. Over the last 4 seasons, we just haven't had that. We haven't had that. As a matter of fact, it's like whenever I went to the game today, I went to that game thinking, what way are we going to blow it today? I feel like we're going to find a way to blow the situation, and unfortunately, I was right. Unfortunately, I was right. So, I mean, moving forward, I feel like we don't need new ownership. We need new decision makers on the football side of it, because I mean the owner, of course, he's going to be involved in like those big decisions, but as far as like the football side of it, we need somebody else to come in and not value those relationships like Arthur Blank valued, hiring one of his best friend's sons, in Fred Smith, hiring Arthur Smith, or bringing back Raheem Morris, because Raheem Morris was a guy that was here whenever, we made that run to the Super Bowl. We need somebody that would bring in, and to answer your previous question, Clowns, Mike McCarthy. That's the guy. That's who I would prefer. Now we all know as the season ends, some people might be vacant. Some positions might be vacant, and some people might be available that we didn't expect. But as of what's the date? November the 16th, 2025. Mike McCarthy is on my list as the next head coach for the Atlanta Falcons. I could be right or I could be wrong, but that's who I would want. Shouts out to my homeboy Iron Mike. He says crimes of passion. Knew we would be here 2 years ago when we rehired Raheem and his hooker brother up coaching staff of unqualified friends. Daggum, hooker brother up. Dun, da, da. That's a Superman chat. Also, um, Dre Harrison says it may be unpopular, but I give John Gruden a shot. I mean, look, he's experienced. He's won before. Those are two things. He's not a part of this, previous coaching regime or tree. I mean, that's all I'm saying. Dun dun dun. That's a Superman chat. So look, moving forward, I'm just saying that I don't want it to be one of them situations where we pretty much just go back to, what we had before, and um say, hey, well, maybe this guy can be Kyle Shanahan. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to be one of them situations where we're saying, hey, well, maybe this guy can be the version of Kyle Shanahan that we want. That's not what we need, guys. That's not what we need. Um, good look. What's going on, TLH? He says we need some more ebony women as coaches. Look at here. I'm gonna tell you something. As a distinguished gentleman married to an ebony woman, if there's anybody that could get you right and make you the best version of yourself, get get with an ebony woman. That's all I can tell you, Bo. That's all I can tell you. Oh man, Nando says we still need the true zero technique at defensive tackle. We don't have one on this roster. I mean, you're right. I mean, look, and I don't know if it was a result of just Bryce Young going crazy, or if it was a result of, you know us stopping them. But today, Carolina only had 67 yards on the ground. Rico Dowdle ran the ball 19 times for 45 yards. He averaged 2.4 yards a carry. So we stopped them today. And to be honest with you, that's what I was worried about the most. I was worried about Rico Dowdle. But moving forward, it's one of them situations where, like I said, it's kind of like me back in the day whenever I was in school. You know, I have a C in science, and I have an A in social studies. So, you know, I would kind of let that social studies go and bring that science grade up. But now I got a A in science and I got a C in social studies. You know, I couldn't look here. You weren't finna get A's on both sides now. You know, I look, if it was a good semester, I get you a couple B's. But nah, you ain't finna get A's across the board. That I told my mama that. I said, look, baby, now if you expecting A's everywhere, I'm just gonna go ahead and reset your expectations. That's not how this is going. And that's how this Atlanta Falcons team has been. Oh man, LAVSP, what's going on, fam? Like, ain't no need to feel sorry for us. Look, we're used to it. We're used to it. Tyler Russell says, I disagree. I take Shanahan in a minute. Yeah, so I'm not, but so I'm telling you, I love Kyle Shanahan. Um, the best overall coach, um, position coach, coordinator, head coach. I think the best overall coach that's came through Atlanta. He took Matt Ryan to a whole nother set of heights. What I'm saying is that if it's one of them situations where you keep trying to hire these guys to hope that they can be the next Kyle Shanahan. That's what I'm saying. We don't need somebody who, you know, hoping that they could be somebody else. If you think you're gonna hire next Sean McVay in an attempt to hire somebody from that Kyle Shanahan tree, like, let's stop trying to run it back. I'm just saying, let's stop trying to run it back. I to be honest with you, I mean, I really wouldn't want Kyle Shanahan, but he's just so talented and he's so good at what he does. I mean, Brock Purdy came back today. He had Brock Purdy looking like a machine out there. What Brock Purdy do? They scored 41 points. And once again, Brock Purdy didn't go crazy. 19 completions, 26 attempts, 3 touchdowns. That's what he does. He makes people efficient. That's what he does. But I just I don't want to go back and I don't know, hire somebody else who was a assistant ball boy because he was here when Kyle Shanahan was here. Like, we need to move on. We need to move on. What's going on, Ray? Ray said the goal is to win the Super Bowl. Kyle won't win this one. Well, look, it's kind of like what Coach Roney said a little bit earlier. I was talking to Coach Roney about it. Coach Roney said, you know, she feels like Kyle's just kind of getting what he's, uh, she feel like Kyle just kind of getting what he gave whenever he left the way that he did. So I don't know if it's one of those situations where, you know, I don't know if it's one of them situations where you know, Kyle just hadn't won a Super Bowl because of the way he left Atlanta or what. But look, they got to figure it out, man. Crowns in here says we got 86 likes. So look, if you're upset about the way that the Atlanta Falcons season has gone so far, you need a way to express it. If you want to know how to express it, how to fully and thoroughly tell how you're feeling, and you don't got time to type all those words out because you know you're not writing the Iliad and the Odyssey, you can express it by hitting that like button. If you need to express how disappointed you are in the Atlanta Falcons and how they've messed this season up, for lack of better words, you can hit that like button for me. Now, if you hit that like button for me, you know, I promise you, I dance at your wedding one day, and I'm gonna tell you something. Hold on one second. I gotta plug this laptop in. I want my I don't want my charge. I don't want my battery to down, y'all. But I'm gonna tell you something. Dance at your wedding one day. Old dog can move, y'all. You know, if you want to see a 345 pound country boy, hit a little jig, hit that like button, and get married. I'll come through. Furball says, so what's possible? Is that we fire someone, season over, chances. Could we bring in someone good and experienced as a head coach? And last thing, Mooney got to go. Daggone. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. as far as when I think it would happen, it's like I was telling Coach Roney as far as Raheem Morris, like when he would be fired. I told Coach Roney this earlier. Look, at the end of the day, you're almost at the point where you might as well just wait till the end of the season. You might as well just wait till the end of the season. Um, the or on the other hand, if you just go ahead and and make the move before the end of the season, at least everybody knows where you're at, right? You could, if there's a Mike McCarthy out there who's looking for a good situation. Raheem Morris got fired week 13, so you know that we're looking at moving forward, opposed to coming in and saying, hey, at the end of the season, hey, yeah, we're looking for somebody. It's a huge difference. Huge difference. But as far as if I think we could get an experienced head coach, that kind of goes back to the question that my boy Z Corp Alpha asked. Whenever he was asking, is it the owners or is it the well, he asked if the owner should sell the team. And I don't think the owner needs to sell the team. Arthur Blank has done so much in this community, and he's done so much for this fan base, and I feel like he wants to win. I feel like we just gotta find we just gotta find a way to get football minds in here to help make the decisions that could put us in the situations to win. Because I don't know what the football mind said whenever they sit around that table or they sit on them leather sofas and they decided, yeah, let's go with Raheem Morris. I just don't know. And I've asked Coach Roney this multiple times. I was like, what were they thinking? Like, what do you think was going through their mind whenever they said, hey, let's you know what? I know Raheem Morris was an interim head coach for us before, and he wasn't ready, so we didn't hire him. Let's You want to circle the block with Raheem and see what will work. He was in the room when it happened whenever Sean McVay won his Super Bowl. You think we should go ahead and see if it's one of them situations where we could kind of run it back. I just don't understand. You know, I the guy that I wanted the most was Jim Harbaugh. I'll be completely honest with you. And I know a lot of people that are watching might get upset with me, but I didn't want Bill Belichick. And I know that's some people may say it's blasphemous. I mean, because look, he's setting the world on fire in North Carolina. No, he's not. But I didn't want Bill Belichick, right? So moving forward, I really feel like it was one of them situations where um, we got Raheem Morris. I didn't necessarily want him, but I tried to make the best out of it. I know that he came here with the losing record. What was he, like, 17-31, if I'm not mistaken? Went 4-12 his last season. Um, with the Bucks before he got fired. I'm sitting here thinking, and a lot of people said, he was given a bad hand, Big Low. There are a lot of coaches that are given bad hands, right? We've seen whenever Mike Tomlin had 60% of his offense and defensive starters out, he still didn't have a losing season. Like we've seen multiple times, Bill Belichick, come in and uh, didn't uh, didn't have the optimal situation. He still found a way to win. Now, whether he was cheating or not, I don't know. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, I really feel like we made a mistake hiring Raheem Morris. I do, and that was those guys that make those decisions, that those guys that make those decisions sitting around a big table or sitting on the leather couches or whether it's on the golf course, wherever they made the decision at. I don't know why they made it, but wherever they made it, it was the wrong decision. Chris says, anybody remember when Terry Fontenot said in a press conference, nobody's exempt? I hope he means that at the end of the year in regards to Raheem. Bro, the thing is that it's one of them situations where hey, he might not be exempt either. You know, he might not be here to read the next statement. You know what I'm saying? So we can't really say, hey, he better remember that. The Kurt says he wanted Vrabel. Look, Vrabel got the boys playing football. They ain't trying to outthink nothing. The boys are just playing football. And you gotta respect it. Brandon, what's going on, Brandon? Hope you're doing good tonight, family. He says, Marsh was hired to pander to us ebonies. Daggone. Ricky Reed says, yes, we made a mistake hiring Raheem. I mean, look, one of the biggest things about making mistakes, you got to acknowledge when you did it. And we did. We made a mistake hiring Raheem Morris. I mean, I don't know if it's a situation where Arthur Blank would acknowledge that, but yeah, we made a mistake. What's that phrase? But mistakes were made. Mistakes were made, fam. Let's see here. Give me one moment. So I just know moving forward that if we want to really take that next step, we got to really look and see. We got to look at the top and see how we're going to proceed moving forward. T. Will, what in the world, boy? What's going on with you, man?
What's going on, Lo? How you doing, man? You all right?
Man, look at here. I don't know if you know this young lady. We went to check her out in Chicago, but she has this album called Epiphany. Her name is Chrisette Michelle. She had a song called "Said I Think I'm Just About Over Being Your
Your
Girlfriend."
girlfriend.
Yeah, I'm starting to sing that. Said I think I'm just about
For being
over.
a fan of Raheem.
Fan, yes, yes. I, I,
Tough
I
work, man. It is tough work, man.
now,
It is
now,
tough work.
now, one thing that we have to acknowledge is that whenever the cracks were starting to show, you still getting naked. You still get naked, T. Well, you. So I mean, I don't know
Well,
if you're fully clothed now, or you got on a coat.
I, I mean, look, you can be a fan of the person, um, but I mean, it's obvious that this isn't going to work out. I think Raheem is a great speaker. I think he's a very energetic guy, but I think it's a case of he's a great XO, right? He's a great assistant coach. I just don't think that he is right now meant to lead a franchise. Um, and it's unfortunate, man. But I mean, hey, we're here now. We can't go back. It is what it is, and we got to move forward, man. That's just bottom line. Got to move forward. Can't. I mean, what do you say, man? What do you say? I mean, five in a row
Five
at
in a row.
home. Did you see the post the Panthers players made with the kitty litter in Mercedes-Benz Stadium, which is just disrespectful, by the way. But I mean, what can you say?
Hey man,
I mean, at this point, they've won, so what can you say? You know,
man, it's like I told Uncle Steve after the game. I was like, man, it's like it's crazy because they beat us, but I don't feel like they're a better team than us. And
they're
Uncle
they're
Steve,
just better coached.
well,
They are better coached.
Uncle Steve, Uncle Steve calmly looked at me, and Uncle Steve said, "Well, Big Low, um, they beat us 2 times, bro." I was like, "Hey, I mean, what can you say in regards to that?"
There's
It,
nothing
it,
you can say,
bro,
right? It's Look it. Um, we were up 21-10 going into halftime. We scored 6 points in the second half. We did not make any offensive adjustments. We could not make in-game adjustments, and that's what it boils down to.
Man, look, that's what it is. DC, what's going on, Bo?
Hey man, I can't even call it, bro. Like, just wanted to hop on here and chop it up with y'all because it's just looking ugly, man.
Yeah, yeah, you right.
Why are
You're
we
right.
not? Hey, why are we not trying to score at least a field goal before the half?
What we had like 36 seconds.
Yeah,
Mm. Was it 36 when we got the ball, or was it 11? He didn't call timeout, I
He didn't
think, for
call
36
timeout.
you know
seconds.
why he didn't call timeout? Because he does
Yeah.
not know how to manage time at all.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
I think Raheem is always going to err on, I don't want to give them time to score. And instead of thinking, hey, I want to call timeout so we can get the ball, so we can get time to score,
Right.
he's going to think, no, I don't want to give them time to score, so I'm
But
not going to call the timeout until we get the ball. And like you say, it comes back to bite us.
being scared don't win, bro.
Nope.
Not
It doesn't. It
Nope.
doesn't.
Mm.
Agreed.
It
Agreed.
sure don't. It sure don't. Got old Trinity Clark in here. What's going on, Trinity?
What's up, my guys? Man, bro, it is just so laughable, but also disheartening dealing with this team. Like it's like it nothing that they do makes any sense. Like it is just unfathomable how the decisions, but they don't make decisions. Like I have never seen such poor decision making that he don't make decisions at no point during the game. Like your your end of half and at the end of games, you seem to hold on to all your timeout when we have opportunity to drive down the field to either kick a field goal, like to get into better, field goal. I mean, to get into better position.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it doesn't make any sense, man.
It
And I
doesn't.
don't even know how like you know how good of what is it called, a good of a reputation he has around the league, and a lot of coaches and players respect him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, y'all, his coaching is not respectable.
It's not, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about, if you have coached from little league to high school, like any point, dog, you can make some kind of adjustment. You can teach a 7-year-old child. Like when we talk about Michael Penix about he don't have enough plays to audible. You can teach a child 5 plays.
Yeah.
Like a child can learn 5 plays, y'all.
Yeah.
And Michael Penix can't do that. Like we average two in I think we average like 2 intentional groundings a game for like 4 or 5 straight games.
That's crazy.
What's
at
going
least
on,
no
fellas?
ground in this game.
Man.
Right.
What's
And
going Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, Trinity. Hold on one second. What's going on, Will?
Oh, what's going on, man? What's up, Big Country Low, man? I'm gonna be real. What's up to you? What's up, y'all, man?
What up, Will? What's going on, man?
I practice what I preach, and shout out to Smitty Smith. It is game situations, and we don't have the coaching style, bro. I had me a feeling we're gonna lose this game. I told her story them. I said this team, bro. It's like ever since it started from Ike Heads and Rich and on Ray McLeod, around like week 3 when Big Low had go out the 49ers. I mean, we just been watching how this team prepare. This team never prepare. I'm not blaming Drake London and Bijan Robinson. It's the coaching style, bro. We got the clean house. Marcus Williams, Jeff Ulbrich. We appreciate you guys, but we gotta go to a different direction, and that's included Rich McKay. And like I said, Big Low said this dude, some around Rich McKay put up the screens around her, and I feel like Arthur Blank don't have the uh what's can I say? I'm trying to say it respectfully for not saying inappropriate. It's like he don't grow no hair. Like he didn't went through puberty. Like, hey, it's been 21 years. I appreciate you, Rich McKay, but we gotta go to a different direction. I just think we clean house because Terry never made. I feel like Terry should stay, but I think they might let him go because he probably was not trying to make the moves through. When we lost Diablo and our linebacker, I'm not saying making excuses, but I feel like this team don't know how to put players in the right position to score. Like Helms, they had Helms. I just feel like they don't know how to use the talent we have, and I feel like we need to clean house because I think Bates might go. I don't know, but I don't think we keep Tyler. I want him to stay, but whoever head coach or GM coming here, it's gonna be clean house. It's gonna have to.
Man,
But
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, go ahead, Big Lunch. And that was embarrassing, man. And y'all
it
let
was.
Carolina, y'all couldn't get his man Bryce Young came from two injuries, fought back, and this defense couldn't tackle. We were missing like 150 tackles. JC Bates and them, they gave up. H. Terrell gave up. We missed too many tackles, man. And Ellis, I like for Ellis, I think Ellis going too, because we don't have another line, but we need to add depth line. This team ain't prepared, man. But yeah, Big Low, like you said it, bro. The season is over with. This should fire Raheem probably like after the Saints game. I feel like we gonna let like Big Low say let the season play out, but it's clean house, fellas. I think we might go 3-12.
What if we get
Hey,
swept by
shit,
the
boy.
division?
It's worse,
I
y'all. It's
think I think we're gonna lose to the Saints. I'm gonna be honest with you, we're gonna lose to the Saints. I feel like Michael Penix, they might well let this man heal up for 2-3 games, let Drake London get held up, but we ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, from
That's
what
what
we
I'm
I'm
watch
We
hearing,
the
they
ain't going
said
boys,
it's a
nowhere,
y'all.
man. That's over
PCL.
with.
From what I'm hearing, they said it's a PCL with Michael Penix.
hey Big Low.
What's going on Deshaun?
Hey, I'm gonna say it just like this. We are disco dead, and disco been gone for decades. Disco dead.
Yo,
That's
Rich
rough.
And I'm telling you like this. I believe, and I've been hearing other people say this. Y'all probably heard it too. I believe Bijan, Drake, and MPG gonna have a mysterious calling out this week. Oh, I can't go. I can't play. I can't play because Drake already hurt. MP not already hurt. What do you think? Bijan gonna he gonna get a sniffle? What this? I'm like William. I believe the Carolina. I mean not Carolina. I believe the Saints gonna be kick our face in.
Dang, gone. That's rough.
Yeah,
don't get
because,
wrong.
because like this. If you see the way the team left the field the last 2 weeks, them boys is not feeling the team no more, and
Nah.
they do not feeling Raheem. They want to they want to take Raheem on a long country ride by the rock water.
Go by the lake and
Yeah,
fish. Go to the pond.
and,
He'll
and have some coaching. Yeah, have some coaching out there because
Man.
man, when I seen like you said earlier about that when they kicked the ball off,
Uh-huh.
man, before they kicked the ball off, I like no player. We've been down the line too many times. You
Yeah.
would have put me this time. So look, when they
I
were
think
21-7, when they were 21-7, right? Everybody talking about, yeah, man, we got this, we got this. I said, man, it's the first half.
Yeah, I
This is
think
one
I ain't mean to cut
play.
you. I think when Michael Penix got hurt, it was a wrap. When Kirk Cousins got in, I said, "Yo, we ain't
But
about to win. Watch we find a way and let them boys come back and win."
look,
And ain't he gave the balls in after overtime. We still couldn't put points on the board.
Michael Penny hurt, Drake and Mooney hurt. Mooney got hurt when they hit them boys too hard.
Yeah, yeah. They were trying to take Drake
You
London out the game, man. And I'm looking like Raheem. You ain't gonna call a timeout. Let this man get a breathing. Let this man stay
need
out
to
for the rest of the
get
game.
getting
Like,
killed.
Man. So we got a couple Superman chats. Clowns, he says, and this is for everybody that's in the chat as well, but everybody that's watching. And I'm also gonna get to you as well, Atlanta Falcons fandemic. It says coaches panel one name. Who would you like to see as the next head coach? Coach Low likes Mike McCarthy. He also says, shouts out to everybody for the 104 likes. Thank you so much. That's that. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. And also, Z Corp says that before I go to sleep, just want to let y'all know, 5
oh,
yeah,
wins in a row for the
yeah,
Hawks. Gotta love
yeah.
it. Thank you,
yeah.
Man,
Hawks.
Came back.
they
Thank you,
came
Hawks, for
back.
giving us some sort of giving us some sort of hope.
Relief.
Dun, dun, dun. That's a
But,
Superman meme.
but Big Low,
Yes,
I
sir.
always told you I want for head coach. I told you and I want Ronald McDonald because he been out 70 years. Got some cooking business. He always been. Okay, everybody in here win the McDonald's once in their life.
He's got over 90 billion served. You
There
know,
you go. There you go.
why
Hey,
not?
hey, Atlanta
Yeah,
Falcons
why not give
pandemic.
him that?
Atlanta Falcons pandemic. Who you think could be a good candidate for the next head coach of the Atlanta
Man,
Falcons?
I'm going to think so far out the box. I don't think we could get any worse than Raheem, so I can just about
Mm,
pick anybody right now.
Pretty much.
mm.
Uh, but as far as I would like to say I want an experienced coach, one that knows game management, one that knows both sides of the ball, offense and defense. But you got to realize who's out there. I mean, Mike McCarthy's a good idea, but I don't know. I like Jerry Gray, but Jerry Gray have to find him
A
Love
guru,
is new.
offensive guru.
offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
That's. I mean, I don't know, man. To be
It,
honest with
it,
you,
yeah, it's
I
a hard
really
decision.
don't know.
I agree with you.
Lafleur,
Love is
Lafleur.
new.
There's talk of Lafleur out there. I mean, I like that idea too, but realistically, Cleveland. I mean, Green Bay is not going to get rid of him.
Matt
So I
LaFleur, yeah,
mean,
he ain't going away. Yeah, that's
yeah,
a
he ain't.
rumor. He ain't going
Yeah,
away.
so I mean, I really
Jimmy
don't know, to be
G.
honest with you. I have to. That's one of the things I have to think about over the week, during the course of the week. But
Hmm.
Pandemic.
as fans, though, we do have to realize what we're asking for when we asking them to clean house. Uh, I mean, you talk about another 4 or 5 years of what we're going through right now if we clean house.
But
So
yeah,
we
But
have
though,
to.
we say
but
the same thing.
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, but
but
you got to. Somebody got to start with the chemistry. Somebody got to start with it.
yeah,
See, I mean, whether it be the players, whether it be somebody. It definitely cannot be Raheem and Zack Robinson. It definitely cannot be them. I don't. They got to get going. Them two together. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna share. I mean, I know a couple people probably have already seen it. But Lord, if it's okay with you, I'm gonna share this image right here, and I'm gonna tell you this is all what's going on with the Falcons right now. These two right here.
My buddy, my
That's it.
buddy, wherever you go, I go.
Yeah. I mean, I don't care what problem that you point out about the Falcons and what's going on. It all leads back to these two guys right here. Even on defense, and you can say Jeff Albrecht didn't call the best game today,
Yeah, I
but
agree.
if your offense is giving up the ball, doing these 3-and-outs, your defense is back to doing what we were doing 2 years ago, and that's keeping the defense on the field, even when Grady was here. So I mean, it all points back to Zack Robinson and Raheem Morris.
Yep.
I mean,
but
it showed today. Zack Robinson can't do time management either.
but
So
but 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 fanatic though. Well, like I said, I agree with y'all, but we need to look at the front office, like for real. I think it's Rich McKay. And I know everybody's saying like, well, Terry did his job. He gave us the talent. Terry couldn't
mhm.
do nothing for 2 years when we had Arthur Smith. So like I said, it start from the front office. Rich McKay got to go.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the dude pulling the strings.
So
Because if we would
what
have
this
Bill
season?
Belichick or any coach,
Yeah.
Rich McKay wouldn't be in the
Prob-
picture.
The problem
Yeah.
with
But
Rich McKay is
go
that he
ahead.
got the skeletons in the closet. But uh, Rich McKay has like Arthur Blank skeletons in the closet. It's probably that
Yeah.
ranch in Montana. That's what it
Yeah.
is. It's that
Yeah.
ranch in
He has too
Montana.
much influence on Arthur Blank.
What?
He has
They
too much
rob him
influence on Arthur
every
Blank.
year. Every
Yeah.
year.
That's exactly
I'm
buddy.
picking a head coach. You
But
can't do that.
you got to think about it too. Arthur Blank is 82 years old.
Yeah.
Everybody else on the team is either our age or younger. So who do you think Arthur Blank is going to listen to?
You know, this is Rich K.
He gonna listen to Rich McKay.
Because
But that's what though.
whenever
But that's what we got to burn it down, rebuild it. We got to because the new. I'm just saying, Rich McKay got to go because we got to get some
Why don't
coaching in
you
here.
say Rick McKay
so
on that car ride and then
so
goodbye by the lake?
so let me ask you, DC, like what do you think as far as like, and I'm finna get to you as well, Mr. John. Thank you for coming in and chilling out with us. But DC, who do you think we might want to consider bringing in as far as like a possible head coach for the Atlanta Falcons? And like, do you think it's Rich McKay or do you think it's Arthur Blank? Like, let us know what you think.
No. So Rich McKay, I don't know if he's handling Arthur Blank's money or what it is with him, but obviously he's still making, some decisions until the Mercedes-Benz Stadium is empty, like empty, which it probably will be in a second. Then we might have a chance of getting McKay out of there. I'm so tired of seeing the same stuff with the retread coaches and all this stuff. And, some people might think I'm crazy. I'm just ready to grab the dice and just shake it up. Tell Blank, cut some blank checks, get prime time in here, get Lincoln Riley as the offensive
Hey,
coordinator. Hey,
And
if we're gonna lose it, let's at least lose the style. Let's do something because this is
Yeah.
sorry.
At
I
least
agree.
look good. At least look good doing it.
there you go.
Hey, look, hey, Yellow. Can I say something
Yeah,
controversial?
yeah.
And
Go,
I
go
know
ahead.
everybody. I have. Here's my thing, y'all. With Michael Penix, and I know a lot of Falcons fans love Michael Penix. They think he's the second coming because people don't criticize his actual football mechanics, right?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we
I'm on
do.
the same page. Hey, dog. Hey, Shador. When you look at both of these guys in college, you can see one that actually looks better as a pro, like sound football mechanics. And I'm like, bruh, if Cleveland was to ever be like, hey, y'all, would y'all want to trade Michael Penix for Shador? I will make that call. And it's not even because I want Dion to come back. I'm talking about just purely football mechanics. One, Shador he's never been injured.
No,
Michael Penix, even he is
no,
scared to run.
don't even
And to
go to
me,
the don't even go to the
hold on.
college. Just go ahead though. Let
No,
you
no, no,
talk.
no. I'm talking about with Michael Penix. He is scared to run because in the back of his mind, he has had 4 season-ending injuries, and I don't know why people, when you're breaking down film, you have to take that all into consideration. And he's an older quarterback. This dude is about to be 27, right? He's already
26.
what,
26.
25,
Yeah, he's
26?
25. He just turned 25, so he'd be 26 this all
Okay,
season.
right. So next year he's gonna be 26, and he will only have 3 years of
On his
being in the
contract.
NFL.
Yeah.
He's already starting on a bad foot, and that doesn't even include his injury history. And again, with him barely moving in the pocket, like his quarterback play is very timid. And I'm
Yeah.
like, dog, you can't have that, and you trying to be a gunslinger. A
Yeah.
gunslinger, you can't be timid.
Yeah, you gotta
You
let
know what I'm
You
that
saying?
gotta
dude
Like,
have
go.
look at Brett
accuracy.
Favre.
Ball placement. Yeah,
Hey,
I agree with you.
So
Well,
all
can
I'm
I
saying is,
respond to
like
that
what
before you
Tony
bring
got
John
said,
on?
just think about it. Just think about Shador. And hey, man, if you can get him on a discount, price, just think about it.
hey,
That's
I
it.
understand that.
Hey, can I respond to that though?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Go
If
ahead.
if Zach Robinson couldn't develop Penix, what do you think he gonna do with Sador?
Thank you.
No, no, no.
He gonna put him. He gonna put
Thank
him in.
you.
Got to
Until
go.
Will
Thank
said
you.
He
thank
gonna put him in the
Thank
Hold
same.
on.
you.
See,
Hold
the
on. Wait, no,
problem
no.
is,
Yes.
the
Hold on.
problem
Yes.
Wait.
is
Can I
we don't
respond to
know.
that?
The problem is we don't know how good
Are you
Penix
not
really
excited
is.
about what you're seeing out
We
there?
seen
No, no, no.
we seen
I'm not.
flashes.
The reason why I said that, I'm not expecting Zach Robinson to be here. Just like, do y'all expect Zach Robinson to be here?
Right.
No, but
No.
Penix hasn't been developed. What he's saying is, we've had this kid for what 2 years, and he's not been developed. And
No, no,
your offensive coordinator shouldn't be in the shouldn't
no,
be offensive coordinator for anybody. What
no,
he's
no,
saying
no,
is, if you had a real coordinator in there, you'd
Right,
probably see a different Penix.
right.
yeah,
no, no,
he
no,
probably wouldn't
no,
have got
no,
hurt
no.
today.
Hold
Actually,
on, no. What I'm talking about is just the basic fundamentals of being quarterback. That doesn't have to deal with um having a experienced coordinator. I'm talking about the basic fundamentals.
We get it. Yeah, he
When
doesn't
you
set his
develop
feet.
from a
We get
child,
it. We get it. He doesn't
it's
set his feet.
terrible.
We get it.
It
But
doesn't
he
matter
wasn't
about that.
doing that. He wasn't doing that last year, right? He's
He
fallen on.
was.
He okay. The end result last year was he was making better throws. right?
And
Hey, T.
So,
Will.
so,
in the 3 game
so
sample
what I
size.
what I'm saying is, and respectfully, I could not disagree with you more.
That's
I
fine.
could not disagree with you more. And no disrespect to Shador, but let's blame the correct. Let's blame the folks who committed the crime.
Yeah,
If
Zack
you put
Robinson,
Penix,
yo,
if you put
Williams.
Penix with a good coach, I promise you, we're not going to be 3-6.
No.
I promise you, you're not going to see the performances. If we have a better running game, if we diversify our running profile, if we run plays that make sense, we're not even having the conversation about that.
Right. Yeah. True.
I
You know,
will say this, T.
us
Will.
blaming Penix, it's like blaming the girl that got kidnapped for being out at 10 o'clock. No, let's blame the
Nobody
kidnapper.
blamed him.
T. Will.
I'm
I
Hey,
will
not
say
saying
this.
you are. I'm not saying
hey,
you are. I'm
hey,
not
what
saying
that?
you are. I
Hey,
disagree with that.
hey,
I
what that
disagree.
girl? What that girl doing at 10 o'clock midnight? Get her ass to the house.
What's up, Red? Hey, Mr.
I'm
Time.
blaming.
Here
I'm
come Red
blaming
victim
her.
blaming
Shoot.
again. Red's victim blaming again. What up, Red?
What's up, man?
Hey, Mr. Time. You want to let us know what you thinking about all this, man?
Here we go.
I got here just in time.
I'll tell you. Yeah.
Boy, these people couldn't coach a pregnant woman in the Mars class.
No, they couldn't.
Somebody
Oh,
else
what's
might
all?
hear.
Wait a minute.
Somebody
I'm
got
hearing.
to feed.
I'm hearing a radio station.
That's got to be Red.
Or something.
Yeah, I think it's Red. Yeah, I just muted him. Okay, all
It's gonna
right.
be 1-3.
But like I said, the only prerequisite. I mean, it's just like a truck driver saying he's experienced just because he sat in the truck with him. I can drive because I've been in the truck with him now. I've been in the truck with him. Don't even know how to set the brake. Don't know how to shift the gear. Don't know how to steer the thing. But I'm qualified as a truck driver.
Right.
I can paint your house because I used to paint when I was in elementary school.
Damn.
This is what I've got. And see, to the gentleman that was talking earlier, retread coaches. See, it's kind of a mixed bag because your coordinators are the people that you have to have experience, especially quarterback coaches.
Yes.
Correct.
Offensive coordinators. You got to have experienced offensive coordinators, quarterback coaches, defensive coaches, defensive coordinators. You got to have them because they've seen it all. They know just about everything and they know how to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
This is this man's first offense. Zack Robinson, this is the first offense he's ever designed. All right. Do you know how to solve what is wrong with it? Do you know how to correct it? Do you know how to improve upon it? No, you don't. This is your first offense.
Yes.
Kyle Shanahan, Dan Reeves, Andy Reid, Mike Holmgren. You can go down the line of offensive coordinators that are head coaches that work on Sunday, that are out there calling their plays, advising their quarterback. Yeah, see, they work on Sunday because they are managing one side of the game or the other.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, like Andy Reid. All right, Andy Reid. Now they had Eric Bieniemy up there, but Andy Reid was running that.
He was running that show.
He was running that. Even though he stole every menu out of the Waffle House he could find, but he was still running. He was still running the offense, and he was calling things because he knew that offense.
Right.
Same thing with the suspected arrival, supposedly, of Mike LaFleur. LaFleur knows the West Coast. He knows West Coast offense. And see, all of those people, and let's go back to when the Falcons hired Mike Smith. He went and got Mike Mularkey. from Pittsburgh. That man had been running that simple little offense up there in Pittsburgh with Cordell Stewart and whoever else it was quarterback up there.
Didn't matter
He was Matt Ryan's first offensive coordinator. ABC 1, 2, 3. You wait till the man shows you his number, then throw it. What we gonna do? We gonna build this lineup. I got a 265-pound fullback that I inherited from Bobby Petrino. He's gonna serve as the fail-safe. He's gonna be the offensive lineman in the backfield, so you don't have to worry about nothing. And hey, you too, Michael Turner, because you're gonna run behind. All right. Now you do that. You give him very simple passes and let him flourish. This man is coming out here, and the thing is, Doug Williamson is quarterback coach. First time. Okay. Now let's go. Now let's take the tally. You got a first-time offensive coordinator. You got a first-time quarterback coach with a rookie quarterback.
Wait. I have a
All three of them. Look.
All three of them.
All three of them. I mean,
I ain't gonna say it.
Who zooming who?
Thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Who zooming who? And see, the thing is, now this is where the blame to Arthur Blank or whoever that hired him comes in. Arthur Blank. You don't hire this man. And no. Before I say that, do you know that Jason Whitlock called them DEI hires?
Yeah, nobody cares about Jason Whitlock.
No. Hey, hold up. He wasn't the one that said it. It was the two guests he had on that said it.
But Jason Whitlock, and I'm gonna say this, and Lo, I pray to God I don't get in trouble and you don't kick me off your show. Jason Whitlock is a loser. And at this point, his only opportunity is to reach out to certain demographics who can't see him for the person he is. I'm not going to cut him, but my opinion of him is lower than navel lint.
Hey,
that's low.
But the thing is, unfortunately, he's correct here.
Let me
explain because
he's not.
No. Excuse me.
He's not correct.
Not him. The two people that he had on his show, because see, it's a recurring theme all over the league after that Penix interview. After the Michael Penix interview, is why in the world doesn't your quarterback have someone that's there with him all the time? Now I'm looking at the Georgia game last night with Manning. Soon as he came off the field after throwing those interceptions, there was a man right in his face.
Right there. You see, right here.
Hey, son.
You see Michael Penix today? But see, John, the issue is, you see Michael Penix today? Every time he sit down, look, you see this right here, Michael?
And it should have been happening.
Where the cameras at? The cameras.
But Lo, it should have been happening.
Yes,
it should have been happening.
That should have been the case.
Number one,
that should have been
happening. Number two, diversity and inclusion has nothing to do with Raheem.
Oh no, it didn't. It
has
didn't.
nothing to do with that.
But see, this is the crazy part about it. I thought when the man came down out of the booth, that was one of the things that he was going to do when he got to the sideline is commiserate with your quarterback.
First off, lying all the time.
First off,
and see, that's another crazy thing. These people, okay, every time we start talking about Zack Robinson, well, he's learning. That man is not supposed to be learning nothing. You supposed to know.
You supposed to be teaching.
That's what I'm saying.
They're like teaching me in college. Why they teaching me? Like
that's what I'm talking about.
So what happened from last year?
Wait a minute. I got that class on Tuesday night. Like, wait a minute. Hold on. How I'm supposed to learn?
Get me in that class. But it's like you said, John. Three guys that need to be helping Penix. And that's why Penix was at his wit's end. He had to say what he said. He said it in a nice way.
He did.
And he said he was going to his coaches in other places.
Yeah,
high
in high
school,
school.
all this type of stuff.
Hey,
Let me
hey,
say
hey,
Yep.
something
hey,
real
hey,
quick.
hold on
Yo,
one
it,
second. Hold on one second, John. I think Trinity wanted to say something. Go ahead,
Okay.
Trinity.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah, yeah. So my point was, what happened from last year to this year when we had the same continuity as far as the same coaching, like offensive coaching staff? What happened from last year when the offense was running smooth,
Smooth.
even when once Michael Penny's got into them? Those 3 games, how has it deteriorated? Where from again the 3 games last year when Michael Penix looked good to now this season?
I can answer that question for you,
I
Trinity.
can't. Yeah,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Pandemic. You go
No,
ahead.
no, go ahead, Coach. Go ahead.
Nah, man. Nah, you go ahead. You go ahead.
Go ahead, Coach.
Okay. Well,
This your show.
look. I tell you, Trinity. So, let me ask you this: do you have a significant other? Like you have a girlfriend?
Nah, I'm single
Or
right
wife?
now, man.
Okay. You
I'm
single?
single. I'm
Okay.
I'm
All right.
focused on my career, man.
Hey, I'm not knocking. So let me tell you about me. So you know
Hmm.
what? I'm not gonna tell you about me. So sometimes
You
when
better
you
watch
get exactly. Sometimes whenever fellas get ready to go out, they significant other, they get in the mirror and they be like, "How do I look?" After they do their makeup and everything, like, "Oh,
Hmm.
hey, man, you looking good, baby." And then they'll go back in there and they'll be like, or you see people, they go on dates and stuff and they put on too much makeup, right?
Hmm.
Sometimes too much makeup ain't good. Sometimes too much makeup make you look even worse than you did whenever you didn't have no makeup on at all.
it. Yeah.
Hmm.
Basically, what I'm saying is that I feel like Zack Robinson in this particular situation in his scheme, the less he's involved with everything, the better.
The
Yeah.
better.
The less he's involved, the better. Last year, whenever Michael Penix was out there, they just gave him the plays. He ran it. If it didn't work, he would just
Yeah.
figure something out.
Yeah.
This year, first of all, if he even gets to play in on time, if
And
he,
this what I'm,
you know what I'm
this
saying?
what I'm saying. He can't remember 5 plays. I'm like, at
Hey,
this point,
hey,
man, y'all got to start playing backyard football. Hey, y'all.
look here.
Run, run to the tree.
Right, run to the tree, 5 yard in, 5 yard out, do a curl, do a button hook.
Bro.
It's
Hey,
crazy.
I'm gonna tell
It's
you my
crazy.
version of what happened. I
Uh-huh.
think I think Zach Robinson turned the page in that playbook. He outsmarted himself.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and T Will hit on it earlier when I got on, is when situations started to happen, he didn't know how to adjust.
Mm,
When the pass rush got to be too much for him, he didn't know how to adjust for that.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
When the run game got stuff, he didn't know how to adjust for that.
He
Thank
just
you.
called it screen.
He
Yeah.
just that's all he doing. That's
But
all he doing.
if you pay attention, if you go back and look at that game that happened today, the reason why Michael Penix got hurt is because of Zack Robinson's inexperience.
That part.
And the reason why I say that is they tried to do it 3 times. What they
Hmm.
did was on third down, and I don't know if you've seen this, DC. You let me know if you've seen it.
mhm.
But on third down, what they tried to do was they tried to run hurry up instead of huddling up on third down because we've been so bad on third downs here lately.
Hmm.
And whenever they ran that hurry up, the Panthers, they loaded up our odd side and they
Yep.
came in on them. And man, you can't put that young man in that situation, Bo. I
Yeah.
don't know if you noticed that, DC, or not.
Yeah, yeah, I noticed that, and my phone's about to die. I'm gonna say something. I'll hop off.
Okay.
Penix, like I like Penix. I think he's a winner. I think he could thrive with good coaches. His knees do concern me, because like nothing really looks serious, but anytime he tweak it, you know what I'm saying. And then I'm looking like the players and the coaches, like the belief is like gone. Bryce Young's
Hmm.
getting folded up. He's going to the sideline, shaking it off, and coming back in because they want to win this game. This was
Yes.
literally our last chance to even have a hope, really, of doing anything. And Penix don't go in. Cousins go in. So we just gave up right there, in my opinion. And
Yeah.
as far as the
It,
defense goes, like, why are they not telling them to look for the quick slant when that's the DBs and linebackers? You're supposed to step in front of that. Why are they playing to the outside shoulder when you know it's going to be a quick slant? I just, some of the stuff just don't make sense to me. I'm just
Yeah.
ready to wipe the
yo,
scene and wait till.
I'm with you, DC. 'Cause look, when you see that the defense is bracketing your top receivers and keeping you from taking the top off the defense, they giving you the middle of the field. They're daring him to make that throw. And if I'm Zack Robinson, if you're a good offensive coordinator, you said, "Hey, I'm going to start going two double. I'm going double tight end set. One of my tight ends going to start getting these passes. Kyle Pitts going to start having a field day." Any real offensive coordinator is going to say, "Okay, it's time to change the game plan. We're going to test the middle of the field and see what these linebackers will do." But not Zack Robinson.
It's like they don't know nothing.
Not Zack Robinson.
Hey,
Zack Robinson want to keep going to Darryl Mooney. Darryl Mooney ain't been Darryl Mooney. Darnell. He ain't been the same since he came back. I'm starting to think his confidence is gone. Because I mean, if you look at the way he's catching the ball, he's not catching it like a confident receiver.
Yeah.
He's catching it in the bread basket.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The only
He's
people
not
that's
the same.
confident. The only people that's confident on the whole entire team is Bijan, Tyler, and Drake.
Yeah.
Those are the only people that actually play football at a confident level. Not last thing I'll go. You know when let me say this. Do you know when this season? Do you know when like the season was a wrap? It was in the first Panthers game when Raheem took out Michael Penix in the third quarter and was like, "Oh yeah, you know," or was it third or fourth? I think it was maybe the end of the third, fourth quarter when he took out Penix and was like, "Oh yeah, well you know I'm trying to preserve my quarterback's confidence." I have never, in my years of coaching, I have seen coaching. Dude, he's a grown adult. You have to let players play. That's how you get confidence. Is you got to play through the storm.
Yep.
You took him out. Look. Raheem acted like this dude threw four interceptions, like Matt Ryan used to do. Like, it's okay for him to suck. That's why you have to learn. You got to suck it up. It's okay. But that's when I knew that, okay, yeah, this season is a wrap. Because you're trying to coddle it and protect him when you shouldn't, like, it's okay. But that's when I realized that this season was over with, is that you took out a player for him and the whole team playing bad. Crazy. And you was like, okay, yeah, well, I got to protect him because I got to protect his feelings. And then you put in a quarterback that you did. Raheem, nobody wants Kirk Cousins to play. You get what I'm saying? Like, Raheem did not want Kirk Cousins to get into the game. I don't even know why you did that, and you did not want him to play.
Hey, man,
but
that's crazy.
All right, fellas, thank y'all. All right, T-Will. Y'all have a good night.
All right, sir. Have a good one, man.
Bro.
See you, brother.
They say, T-Will, what you thinking about all this, man?
Ooh, okay, so I got a mouthful. Number one, you know, I think Raheem should go. Let me be clear about that, because somebody made the statement in the T-Will, but I think Raheem should go. Okay, I have no issue. The season's over, and a large part of it is Raheem's fault, and I can admit that. What offends me is when we go to the level of calling him a DEI hire. I would invite anybody who made that statement to look up DEI and truly understand what those in power are saying when they use that. Because it's so much bigger than football right now. And for you to make that statement, you clearly do not understand the climate. And I'm not coming at you. I want to help you. Okay? So, to address that, as a defensive coordinator, Raheem was 12-5 with the Rams in 2021. He was 10-7 with the Rams in 2023.
As a DC.
He won a Super Bowl as a DC. Well, that is all you need, okay, to be qualified to be interviewed. So the man was not hired because of his race. This is bigger than football, people. I'm assuming we can walk and chew gum at the same time. Am I defending Raheem Morris? I'm not. He needs to go. I agree with you. But there is so much going on in this country right now, with museums being closed, with Black history being removed. Wake up, okay?
Yeah,
Wake up,
DEI is a whole lot more than
wake
just,
up.
Yeah.
Please
than
wake
just,
up.
Yeah,
than
but
just
And
see,
hiring.
hey,
and
that's
and
what.
for Whitlock to, again, Whitlock, for lack of a better term, is the biggest sellout known to man. Okay? Nobody, no African American analyst wants to work with Whitlock right now. Nobody. Right? So if all of the Black folks no longer want to work with you, what's your next move, guys?
Hey, D said T Will spit.
Yeah, hey,
I'm just asking, right? Because, but let me tell you something. If Lowe says something, I listen, right? If John says something, number one, I love John's colloquialisms. I love them. I listen, right? If if Pandemic, who has outstanding content, says something, I listen. But Jason Whitlock, I'd wash my car with whatever he wrote.
Daggone.
Dang.
Okay, I think he is less than navalent, less than toe residue, less than backwash after you slept for 3 days and didn't brush your teeth.
Goodness
That is
gracious.
my opinion
That's rough right there, Bo.
of
That's bad.
Jason
That's rough right
Whitlock.
there.
Bad.
And so,
Hey, John, you said you finna say something?
oh, no.
Okay.
See, well, I was, but T. Will was talking. Go ahead, T.
He
Will.
was spitting.
no, it's just,
He was spitting.
my point is, I'm not defending Raheem Ski, okay? And we don't have to agree. I'm not defending Raheem. What I'm saying is, when you use the words DEI, you better know what you're talking about. You need to understand the context of the statement that you're making.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these folks that are talking this DEI, they want a whole different life for everybody on this panel.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
They want a
definitely.
whole different life.
Definitely.
And
I mean, when he said that, no, excuse me, I keep saying he said it, but it's on. Matter of fact,
Wait a minute. Everybody
when
saying
somebody
we gonna
brought
fire
it,
Raheem tomorrow.
say what now?
A lot of people are saying that it's pretty much said that he's fired and they're gonna announce it tomorrow.
Where did you? What? You got a credible source?
I ain't got nothing credible yet.
Yeah, because I've been scouring the internet while we've been talking.
Oh,
I've been
yeah, me
scouring the
too.
internet.
Raheem
And I
ain't
ain't seen
fired
nothing
yet
yet.
until it say breaking news from IN report.
Cause see, wait a minute. Hey, the last time they fired a coach, wasn't it at
After that Carolina game,
12 in the morning.
After that,
Yeah.
it was midnight.
game, right?
So
11:59.
They fired out the Smith after the Saints game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
11:59.
After the Saints
yeah.
game, yeah.
But that was around New Year's though when they fired him. So you know.
okay, now somebody they fired at midnight. Wasn't that was that
Yeah,
Mike Smith?
Arthur Smith.
Oh, Arthur Smith. That was Arthur Smith.
Arthur
That was
Smith.
Arthur Smith
Yeah,
because
that was
Arthur Smith
Arthur.
got fired.
Oh, right after midnight. Well, we got
But
45 minutes.
Yeah, I want to see around 12 o'clock.
He got
too, right?
45 minutes to
hey,
live.
wait a minute. What suit did he have on today? Did he have on his black?
Yeah, he had on the gray joint today.
He had on the gray joint.
Yeah,
He had a great one.
All right, so
Hey.
we got at least another week.
Yeah, and what's
We
on
got at least
Bears,
another
man?
week.
And I ain't mean to cut you off. I'm gonna let Coach talk. 'Cause I know Coach been waiting patiently. When they put that cat litter on the Falcons Stadium, boy, I say, boy, yeah, it's time to clean house for real.
Hey
for real.
man, that's what talking
Say what
trash
now?
do, man.
They got on the Twitter on Carolina Panthers. They got the cat litter and like when you can clean the cat poop. They had the whole bands with the cat littering on it, and with Carolina Panthers like sweeping the Falcons. You know, they showing like in their own stadium. That's how embarrassed it was. Like after they beat us, they tweeted out like they put like the cat littering with the Falcons. Like we burnt
Now
like
they
like
didn't.
they feces.
Now, like I keep telling y'all, this is another game where the Falcons beat themselves.
Yeah.
Again. They beat themselves again. Carolina took advantage of the fact of something that Big Low brought out when he first came on, and I was watching. The time of possession was as lopsided as it was last week.
Yeah.
And the week before that.
And the week before that. And the week before that. So we beat ourselves. We beat ourselves, man. And oh boy. That's the part that really makes me upset. Is that you know, you can't get robbed. Y'all just can't get robbed like normal folk where a man put a mask on and put a gun in your back or whatever. Y'all pull your own gun out and stick it to your head like Cleavon Little and Blazing Saddle. he gonna kill me. That's exactly what the Falcons do. They you know, you can't be robbed conventionally. Y'all find interesting and intricate ways to beat yourselves to death.
Yeah,
that's rough.
Yeah,
but let me tell y'all something. I've got to go because I got to go holler in a Hawks group about the Hawks tonight. Here.
Oh man!
But
what a
there's something coming, and I guarantee you the Falcons are not gonna like it.
Yeah,
stay tuned.
Hey, I'm gonna say it like this: as long as it involves getting rid of Zack Robinson, I don't care.
Oh no,
what they
this
do.
is coming from the fans.
Oh,
stay tuned.
Okay.
Y'all gonna like it.
Okay.
They ain't.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Yeah,
gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Will, good to see you again. Pandemic. Odell William Baby. Hey, coach, I'm sorry I can't hang around because I would love to hear what you have to say about this. But man, I got to get over here in here and put my foot. Well, I'm just gonna talk with him.
Well, look, thank you so much, brother. Hey, you
want to let
know where they can find you, John?
Let me see. Monday's Douglas County Jail, but any other time, I'm on the eye test. Wednesday nights at 10 o'clock. Hey, if you ain't through cussing, come see us. All y'all on the panel now. Y'all come see us here. Hang out for a while with the taxi drivers, the folk working the late shift, Marta, Waffle House, working in them warehouses, post office, UPS. Come hang out with us.
Damn,
see y'all later. Thank you.
All right, man. Brother.
Have a good one, man.
All right.
Take care, John.
We got the coach's corner in here. What's going on, coach?
What's up, Lo? Thank you for having me. What's up, guys on the panel?
What's happening, bro?
Can't complain, man. Look, we just having our own little version of therapy, man. We just
there you go.
Hey, man, I know how that is. I just have some brief thoughts. One thing I want to touch on is I believe my man in the middle. I think your name's T. Will. Is that it?
Yes, sir.
All right. What he said. I mean, I'm gonna piggyback off of that a little bit. I know y'all are saying that people have said that that he's fired. I guess we'll see. But my thought process is, I don't think that Arthur Blank, even if AB wants to fire Raheem, I don't think he will because of the optics.
Yeah.
You got to think about this is Atlanta.
Yeah,
you got your first. I'm not gonna go into detail, but y'all know what I'm saying. You got your first coach.
We do.
You don't give him 2 years. You fire him, and every other coach before him who's never looked like us, you've given at least 3 years. Boy, that storm that he's going to receive, even though Raheem deserves to be fired, I believe that Arthur Blank not going to pull that trigger because he's not going to want that firestorm. Which is
you can't say that, coach. You can't say that,
bro.
coach.
You gotta think. Listen to what my man Will said, and also read Twitter. You got to look at Twitter. And if y'all don't think that the organization looks at Twitter, I believe you will be mistaken.
Yeah, that's where they're at the most.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And that is. I mean, it is wild there. I mean, the first thing they're saying is, and I'm not gonna say the word, but the 3 letters y'all said, they're already saying he's gonna be fired because of that. And Arthur is not a stupid man. He knows where his team is located, the demographic of his fans.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's gonna pull that trigger. I really don't. I could be wrong, but I think the shitstorm that will follow is something that he will want to avoid. I think he'll give him another year, and he'll be on a super short leash, just like Dan Quinn was. So if we go 1-3, 1-4, he's out of here. But I think he'll at least give him till next year because of the demographic, everything that doesn't have to do with football. I
Yeah.
think it will be what saves Raheem.
Hey, and before you go ahead, Coach, give me 1 second here.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
Ski. So I want to let you know something. T. Will never be taken off of this screen
Thank you, brother.
for giving his opinion about especially issues that are going on in this country, social issues, and everything like that. So I just want to let you know, don't put the hashtag get T Will off the screen. What you need to put is hashtag get that hate out your heart. That's what
Mhm.
you need to put.
Got it.
You need to put hashtag get that
Oh,
hate out
Oh
your heart.
wow.
So, we're not going to have any negativity in the chat, Ski. I appreciate your comments, but don't put hashtag get T Will off the screen up here. It's all love over here in the coaching staff. And
Yeah,
everybody shares their opinions and
yeah.
we go to progressive thinking. So I just want to let you know that.
Thank you, brother.
Also we got a Superman chat. Furball says, what's percentage he's gone this week? Both of them. Da da da. That's the Superman chat. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know. Look, I hadn't heard any whispers because I've been looking on Twitter to see, because normally news break on Twitter before anything else.
Yeah.
So I
mhm.
But
hadn't really seen anything really.
this what I'm gonna
I would be
say.
so. Go ahead,
Oh,
Will.
I'm gonna make it real quick. How you look at the season played out, bro? You're gonna have to clean house. I hate to say it. I understand that we want to keep Raheem for another year, but we got too much talent on this team. Tyler Algier, Zack Robinson, Darnell Mooney. I mean, even Darnell Mooney was hurt. This man had a broken collarbone. So Raheem lied this whole year. We gave him everything he needed. Terry didn't even make a decision about making a head coach. It was, I feel like Rich McKay tricked off the blank for my Bill Belichick. But that's a long story. Story short. But what I'm saying is we have to clean house, bro. We have to, because Michael Penix might be out. And Drake, even though Drake might not be hurt, but why risking Drake Leonard to suit up? We not even in no playoff picture. Just go ahead and let the man get some rest and let the season play out.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you
Uh,
go.
First of all, we definitely won't go that route. We won't clean house because
no,
this plan from Terry Fontenot, this is such a strategic plan for that he let us know what was going to happen in his press conference. He told us this is a 3-year process. It's going to be a 3-year process. Now it did get sidelined by Kirk Cousins being hurt. It did
Yeah.
get sidelined by the defense not living up to par, like with Jimmy Lake. But I'm not gonna say we are where we want to be,
Excuse me.
because with Zack Robinson, this is one of them things that he didn't account for. Now, as far as player personnel, we are gangster. We where we want to be.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, we got people out hurt that contribute heavily to the team. We
But
got people
but
out hurt.
but
But
coach,
when you
I like
got an offensive coordinator, right, that can't put his players in position to win, that is detrimental to a team, any team. I don't care what personnel you got. You gotta have. I mean, when you go back to the loss to Carolina 30-0, I knew then what kind of season we were going to have.
Yeah. Yeah.
I knew what kind of season we were going to have, because that is not, at that point, Carolina was one of the teams that no, they ain't gonna win a game this year. They caught their momentum after they played us.
but you got to think about it though. The Saints just beat Carolina, and they two and
And
seven.
it is
It just. I get what y'all
Divisional
saying
game, Will.
about
It's a
keeping.
divisional game, bro.
I
yeah. Yeah, I
understand.
mean, that's
I
just one
understand
thing.
that.
I could care less about what goes on prior to today.
Today, exactly,
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
I could
Look,
care less. All that what happened prior to the day
that don't got
is
nothing to do with
irrelevant. But
11
But
going
season.
forward, the
we
rest of
got
these
to.
games, I think if we got like one game or maybe two that are like out of
We
our
got
conference.
we got the Saints and we
Everybody
got
else
the
is in our
Jets.
conference that applies to us making to the playoffs. We will
Exactly.
have, it's like they were saying earlier, we will have to win out.
You have to win
And I
out.
don't see it happening right now. But
Nah,
the
Hey,
we
fact that
already
hey,
we got
hey,
eliminated.
12,
hey, hold on 1 second. Hey, coach, you finna get ready to say something?
yeah. I'm gonna make it real quick. I just
go
want to
ahead,
get
coach.
you guys. I just want to get you guys thoughts because I had this thought when I seen it happen today. Well, I had been having this thought and then I seen it today. So my thing has been, what is our issue with the offense? Zack Robinson, Michael Penix, or a combination of both? Because I'm like, well, Michael Penix ain't playing good, but is it because the plays are so trash, or are the plays so trash because Penix ain't playing good? But did you guys? I'm sure you noticed. So tell me what you think. The moment Penix gets hurt and Kirk Cousins go in, we immediately go in the center. We immediately start running play action passes. We immediately look like, even though players didn't make the plays, drop passes, penalties, Kirk dirted a couple balls, but we immediately looked like an offense capable of moving the ball with relative ease. Like the plays were not the same generic plays we have watched for the 3 quarters
Okay.
before he got in and the whole season. So my thing is it like, what do you guys think it is? Like, it
Yeah,
has to
that's
be
a
something
Coaching,
it
man. I'm
has to be
telling you, it's
something that they're not
coaching.
telling us, because there's no way that Penix, who's a better quarterback, better arm, better everything across the board, Kirk Cousins get in, and we immediately are like, do everything that the fans have been asking. We go under center, we run play action, we cut
you
out
know
the
what?
zone run. Like
That's
like
a
what
That's
happened?
a good 1-2 question, Coach.
Yeah,
Let's ask
it is.
everybody in the coaching staff in the chat and everybody in the panel. We're gonna start with Miss Carrie. Miss Carrie, baby.
Miss
So if y'all
Carrie.
feel like it's a combination of Michael Penix and Zack Robinson, put a 1 in the chat for Coach's question. If you feel like if it's just Zack Robinson, put a 2 in the chat. Carrie, what you think? Do you feel like it's just Zack Robinson, or do you feel like it's a combination of Michael Penix and Zack Robinson?
I'm putting a 2 in the chat. Big Low.
You think
Honestly,
it's just Zach?
I think it's just Zach. Honestly, I feel like what you've shown me in 2 seasons, whether the play caller is still the same, but the quarterback is different. Um, to Coach's point, yes, I felt like he was trolling us, Zach Robinson, when the very first play, Kirk Cousins is under center. Like, what are we doing here? You're trolling me. Because
Yeah,
why can't we see that with Penix? Why can't we see more
yeah,
play action and under center? We've been
yeah.
asking for that. Um, I don't know. I feel like honestly it has to be the play caller because everyone sees it, not just the fans. National media sees how predictable his play calling is. I don't know if it's like he's running some college offense, but I feel like he's not playing to Penix's strengths anyway.
Right,
So, I mean,
right.
actually, not even just Penix, like Bijan, like you don't see like the players playing to their strengths, in my opinion. I mean, you could even say Kyle Pitts. So I just feel like it has to be the play caller. So I'm putting a 2 in the chat.
Okay. What you think, T. Will?
Okay, so let's go back to last year. Did Penix look outmatched last year in the 3 games he played?
Nah,
No, he looked totally
No.
different. Totally different.
So
Different
so
guy.
True,
so can I
true.
can I just give you a real big quick pushback, T Will? I think the difference between that and this year is Penix had nothing to lose last year, so he was playing free. Nothing was on his shoulders. He wasn't the guy. So he was playing a lot freer than he is this year. That's all I'll say about that.
I, and
yeah,
may I retort? I
Yes, sir.
think the calls were different. I think the concepts they were running were different. I think the plays that were different. You saw more passes over the middle. You saw in cuts. You didn't see 4 guys running outs at the same time, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
So
because that playbook was built for Kirk Cousins and not Penix.
then, but I guess what I'm saying is Penix ran it, and apparently he ran it better than this one this year, right?
Yeah.
Could we agree on that?
Now, Penix
Yes, sir.
this is Penix playbook.
No, no,
To
no.
be
What I'm
honest
Yeah.
with
saying is he appeared in 3 games last year. He looked better,
you. Yeah,
right, than
yeah,
he has this year, and this playbook is for him. Correct?
yeah,
Right.
Can
Yes.
we agree on that?
yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's one, right? So if he was able to thrive, and I think we can all agree he thrived, albeit 3 games, but he did thrive last year. And now we get into this year, and it looks like this. Guys, let's just go through this. It took a national media caucus to get the Falcons coaching staff to do what they should have already been doing
That is true.
and talking to this kid on the sideline.
Just to
That
talk
Okay?
to him on the
so
sideline,
true.
right? That's
That's
crazy. That's crazy.
that's one, right? So again, guys, number one, I'm not defending Raheem. I think he should be gone.
Yes,
Okay, that's
absolutely.
one. Number two, I'm definitely not depending Zack Robinson because anybody who has kids
Oh Lord.
and adult kids knows it's always on the parent. It's always
Common
on the
sense.
parent. So whether he comes to talk to you or not, you need to be going to talk to him. You need to be saying, "Hey, how you feeling? Hey, what's going? Hey, we didn't see that until there was a national media caucus, and on ESPN we see Michael Penix doesn't feel comfortable. And what do we see? We see an automatic reaction, right?
Yeah.
Hey
Look
man,
at
hey,
you.
look,
But
just look right here.
but
Look at these plays right here. You see these?
Exactly.
Like we ain't seen this
Exactly.
all year. Like,
Yeah.
Exactly.
bro,
This,
I
this
said
is
but
I
all,
but
went
one
to the
thing.
Carolina game and I sit front row behind the bench. That young man sit all by himself
All
the
by
whole
himself.
game.
Yeah.
I went to San Francisco. That young man sit all by himself. If he came off of the field after a good drive or even after a bad drive, he just sit there by himself
Yep.
the
Yeah.
whole time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's
So
like, why did it change? Why did it change today?
thank you.
Because the media said something.
Thank you.
Fully
Man.
worked.
And my point is, it shouldn't have taken for the media to do that. And if
Yeah.
you had experienced coaches, right,
Yeah.
guys who understand, it wouldn't have gotten to the ninth game. So this is
Yeah.
a very long-winded way of saying, yeah, it's on Zack Robinson.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
on.
so
So
I just go ahead, coach. I'm sorry. Go ahead, coach. I'm
yeah.
sorry. Go
And
ahead, coach.
so here's the thing about Zack Robinson and the draft, right? You pick your quarterback number 8 in the first round. That means you pick that quarterback to come in and to run your playbook. Your quarterback is already made for that playbook. You're not drafting a quarterback first round to make him adjust to your playbook. That guy is already made for your playbook. And two, if you look at how Penix plays in the games that he's played great, and then all of a sudden Zack Robinson goes away from that. Even in the Buffalo game, we held on to that game because we went up so far ahead in the first half. We played that well in the first half where Buffalo had to, play through the fourth quarters, which we are not known to play through anyway. But Zack Robinson went away from what he was doing in the first half and gave Buffalo a chance.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he did that every game. Every game. He did it this game. This game, it seemed like he knew what he was doing. The scheme blocking, the scheme play calling, it seemed like he knew what he was doing. Come second half, it's like he just turned the page and said, okay, let's try something else.
Well,
why?
I tell you what, I'm going to chime in on this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with Coach, and I agree to the point what Miss Lisa's saying that it's a combination. I think Zack has to take the lion's share of the liability in this situation. I think it's one of those cases where, because some things, let's keep it a buck, guys. Some things, like, it was on Michael Penix.
Yeah.
Like the last 3 weeks, whenever we got those intentional groundings, Bijan Robinson last week was to his left, he threw it to his right. The week before that, Bijan Robinson was to his right, he threw it to his left. So
and I get it, Coach. I get it.
Yeah,
but look here.
It's 6.
We got to remember, Michael Penix is still a rookie.
He
gonna make mistakes. Now there are some things, like you said, there are some things in that quarterback 101 book that are like, hey, bro, come on now, like the intentional grounding.
Yeah,
ain't no receiver, But at the same time, he's still a rookie. He still has not been developed. He still has not had that level of communication with his offensive coordinator. So, like I said, all these roles go back to Zack Robinson. Now, like Will said, now those last 4 games of the season last season, right? I don't think that was offensive coordinator play calling. I don't think that was him. I think that was them relying on Michael Penix's skills. It was like we were playing 7-on-7. I think they were relying on Mike Penix's skills, and that what made him look so well. I don't think that had nothing to do with anything that Robinson was doing. I
To
honestly
your
don't.
to your point, I've questioned that as well as far as how were we 6-3 at one point? Was that ever Zack Robinson or was that Kirk Cousins like a
Kirk
14-year
Cousin.
vet,
Makes
Yeah,
you
you
yeah,
know?
wonder.
But
that was
Kirk
Kurt.
yeah,
Cousin.
Makes you
That was
wonder.
Kirk Cousin. I'm telling
You
you,
know,
But
carrying
you
them
know how we
players.
did
Kirk
when
Cousin.
Michael Vick was here. We totally relied on Michael Vick and what he was able to do on the field, as opposed to getting a quarterback coach in here to coach him up to start thinking
Yeah.
quarterback, throwing the ball. He didn't really
Mhm.
get a quarterback coach until he went to Philly, and we saw a
right,
whole different Michael Vick.
right.
Yeah.
But that is more so everything you guys are saying, and I agree with it all. I just I'm wondering like that because I don't think, and I could be absolutely wrong, but I think more of people than this. I don't think that Zach is this damn stupid to go a whole half a season, change nothing, like literally change nothing. It's hard for me to believe he's that stupid. I think there has to be something that they're not telling us. Either he's not comfortable with Mike's not comfortable with him.
Right.
Something is going on to
I
where
agree with
we're
that.
we're sticking to this same playbook week in and week out, and then the moment Kirk Cousins step on the field, it's
Oh my
totally
God, that's even
different.
worse.
Like
Yeah.
that right there to me
Shit.
is like a blinking light, like
Yeah.
light
A
bulb,
car
light
like
bulb,
car
light
wreck.
bulb. Like,
Car wreck.
how is the moment he steps in, we go on the center, we start doing play action. Like Penix is better at Kirk Cousins at all this. At least I would think so. So
Yeah.
the fact that we don't do it is like there's just a nagging thing in my brain. It's like something is going on that they're not telling us
Yeah.
because it
that's a
makes no
good
sense.
point. No, that's a good point, and I feel
Hmm.
like Penix, honestly, like this season, he looks so uncomfortable in this offense. And I
Hmm.
don't know if that's because of the play caller. I don't know if it's because the scheme is not tailored to him and his skill set. But I just feel like and I'm a big Penix fan, for those of you who don't know already. But I feel
You don't
like,
say.
yeah, right, just in case you're new here. But I'll just say, like, I feel like he looks so uncomfortable out there. And I don't know if that's, like I said, the scheme or the play caller or, understand he's only played, what, 11 games now? Or is this today was
Yeah.
the 12th maybe?
Well,
But I just feel like he looks so uncomfortable. And it's like I don't know if it's that we're making him to be like play scared or we're not playing to his strengths.
yeah.
I do think it was a detriment to him to, we basically are failing him by Raheem deciding to go with a first time play caller and a quarterback coach who's not experienced as a quarterback coach and an offensive coordinator is a first time coordinator. It's like basically you have a rookie quarterback out there trying
Yeah.
to learn the ropes, being taught
Hmm.
by somebody who's also trying to learn the ropes.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you got a head coach who can't even manage a clock or manage a team or manage
Yeah.
anything. So,
Yeah.
as my good
So
friend
that's like
Coach
when
would
most
say,
coaches.
hello.
Hello.
Yeah. That's like most coaches have that the backup have a backup person to lean on when something goes wrong. You can turn to that person and say, "Hey, what do you think? I need help here. What's going on?"
Right.
Raheem doesn't have that person. Zach Robinson don't have that person. Now Jeff Albrecht, yeah, he just got here, so he's not gonna gel with them like that. Now and now, wait a minute, y'all gonna disagree with me on this.
Uh-oh.
Y'all gonna disagree with me on this. And it's probably never gonna happen. But I just had a thought. Make Raheem Morris the defensive coordinator.
No, sir.
Make Raheem Morris the defensive coordinator.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Can't do it, folks.
Nah.
Can't
Radio
do it.
Raheem got to
I
go.
said y'all
That
gonna disagree.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
you
ho,
you were
ho.
you were right. You were right.
hey,
I would I would
all
like
Raheem good at.
Raheem to serve, come take my order and serve my steak. That's
Oh
what he
Oh,
can
wow.
do.
Hey,
wow.
Oh wow. Oh
And
wow!
it better not be
Nah,
well
Hey,
done either.
Hey,
nah,
we
you
gotta
can't.
It
hype
better
him
be
up though.
medium.
And why is
Exactly.
that? Because well done steak is for what,
It,
Jerry?
it better be medium.
Losers.
No, you can see Raheem, in the Popeye drive through. Hey, how can I get your order?
Oh, don't do
Yeah,
Popeyes like that. No, he's
yeah.
at KFC.
Oh yeah.
Oh
This
man,
anything you need, I got you.
I
Yeah,
got you, man.
that was just
I
a
got you,
thought, y'all.
man.
That was just a thought. I don't know why it
Man,
came
Yeah,
in
nah.
my head like that. I
But
want him out of here,
no,
but
Yo, what up,
realistically,
I do,
everybody?
he's
I
still
do.
gonna be here.
Nah,
but you know what though? You mentioned that pandemic. You know what's crazy is that one name that we haven't heard this whole season that we were
Good.
so excited that came in here a few years ago. I ain't heard nobody say Jared Gray's name.
Yeah,
mm,
What, to
Like,
be
yeah.
the DC?
but no,
See,
like whenever
no, Jared Gray.
pandemic was
I
just
only
talking about that guy that you
I'm gonna
supposed
tell
to
you
put.
why I mentioned Jerry Gray.
Uh-huh.
Because Jerry Gray commands accountability.
Yes.
That's why I like him.
But why haven't what I'm
He's the
saying
one
is why hasn't Raheem looked at him to you know what I'm saying? To be like, hey coach,
that ain't
like
his boy. He wanted
man,
he had his circle.
nah,
got you,
He had Jimmy Lake and Zach Robinson. He had
got
all he needed.
got
nah,
Okay, my
that dude was
question
clueless.
My question about that is with Jerry Gray. I'm a big fan of his as well, and he has a lot of experience. He's probably the most experienced actually on the defensive side of the ball. But
Hmm.
he has been a DC before, right? And for the Bills, I believe. And I don't know at his age, like, and all his experience, maybe he doesn't want to be a DC again. I'm not sure. Maybe he's just comfortable where he's at. What do
Yeah,
you guys think, Nate Ali?
as
I
a
Like,
like him
DC.
too. I like him too.
to be
But
promoted to
I
DC?
know Jerry said he adamantly said he did not want to be the head coach.
Yeah,
Uh,
Oh, okay.
yeah, he said he did say that.
Oh,
But
okay. So maybe
I
DC. Okay.
I mean DC. I don't know if I don't know if he'll shy away from that. I would think he would step into it, but I don't know. I don't know if he just like you said that he may be comfortable where he is.
Hey man, we got old Soldier in here. What's going on, Soldier?
Oh man, I can't call it, man. I'm still leading this fired Raheem Morris and Zack Robinson campaign.
Man.
Like and man, week after week, I'm seeing my predictions come true. But the crazy is, I knew we was gonna lose this game after that damn press conference when they pulled Penix up there. He said he ain't had nobody he could lean on.
Yeah,
I said, man, why would
yeah.
you go up here a couple days before the game and get these motherfucker bulletin board material? Man,
Yeah, and
I
when he got asked that question, you would have thought for sure he was going to name his offensive coordinator. You thought for sure he was going to name his quarterback's coach, but he
the
didn't name
biggest
that. Neither one. He didn't name nobody on the team. He
the
said he
No.
didn't
biggest
have not
question
even
I
Zach,
got, the
not even
biggest
Kirk
question I
Cousins.
got is why we ain't seen Zack Robinson and Raheem Morris on the bottom of no sports ticker nowhere saying that they ass have been released from the Falcons. Honestly,
Mm.
I'd have left their ass
We still got
stranded in
7 minutes.
Germany.
We still got 7 minutes.
They got
Stranded in
stuff.
Germany. Both of them. Revoke your passport and all. You got to
Yeah,
find your own way back. You better hope
yeah.
spirit travel over that junk.
Man, look,
I'd
man.
have left them stranded, Joe. On
Mm-mm.
me. They'd have
Yeah,
been stranded in Germany.
yeah, I agree with
Oh
y'all guys,
man.
man. We got the clean house because we got a tougher schedule next year. I'm not even trying to jump behind, but I'm on my New Year's resolution already. Just go ahead and clean house, man. If you
Hey,
got to
look,
do what you got to do, man.
this is a hot take, and a lot of people not gonna want to hear it, but Penix is not that guy either. He's decent, but he's not as good as we thought he was. And it's crazy. It could be a combo of just the head coach and the OC, but I feel like he quit. I feel like
Yeah.
today showed me he ain't got no heart. He quit on us.
Nah, I can't say that.
But hey,
Oh, come
I
on.
gotta
He
disagree
could have
with you on
came
that.
back in
So
that game,
no, he
big
Nah,
couldn't
dog.
though.
I
No, he
ain't front.
couldn't
He
have
got,
come back.
he got. You got to think about it. He got injury. He was in college for 5 years,
Nah,
man.
nah, that's not
Yeah,
that
you can't say
that's
he
not
quit because
hey,
he
that
had
Sword.
to.
doesn't
But
have
look,
He
check
anything
it.
didn't
to do with
quit.
anything.
They're
Man,
saying
Nothing.
this
his
is grown.
injury. They're saying his injury may be a PCL.
Yeah,
Yes,
right?
because
that's something
So,
Yeah.
serious.
the
and when
fact of
you
the
have
matter
a
is that
quarterback,
every hold on to you, Will. The
go
fact
ahead.
of the
I'm
matter
sorry.
is that every player that wants to come back into a game wants to come back into the game. I was at the game. Michael Penix was he got into it with the
Yeah.
training staff trying to
Mm.
get back into the game, but
Right.
they wouldn't let him get back in the game.
Yeah,
Right.
So we
yeah,
can't say
Yeah.
that Michael Penix quit on the team.
yeah. That
Right.
boy
Yeah.
had
Sometimes
heart.
you got to save a player from himself too.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
yes, for an
Correct.
injury, a
Correct.
Well,
Yeah.
look,
serious injury.
I ain't see that part then, Low. That might have happened in the third quarter, because I'm gonna keep it funky. I
Yeah,
missed the whole third quarter.
Yeah.
But
yeah, because that was going on course the fourth quarter. Because once I see Michael Penix got hurt, I ain't to cut y'all off. I knew it was a wrap. I said this team gonna find a way, let them tie this game up, and once we tie the game up, I already said yeah, game over with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It
then
was
'cause
just too
Kirk
much
Cousin
time on the
came
clock.
on, yeah, too much game possession. I just feel like what y'all say, we got to clean house. We got to get us a head coach, bro. We got to tear the whole building out, and it start from the
Listen,
front office
Yeah. But a
man.
telltale sign though, with a telltale sign from this though, you got Drake London, who's
on the
usually the
contract. Yeah,
quiet guy. He usually do his talking on the field. Then you got Michael Penix, your future franchise quarterback. You got both of these guys that are, uh, you can say, socially calling you out on in social media, in the media. That tells you that there's a disconnect between the coaches, players, the locker room. I mean, everywhere. And then you fire a position coach who decided, okay, and everybody know how I hear your words when he played. So you can imagine how he is
yes,
as a coach. So
yes.
you talking about a guy that was very boisterous, and I'm sure he voiced his opinion about the game,
Carolina.
about that Carolina game. So I'm pretty sure he stepped on Raheem's toes. So I mean,
Wrong way. He fired
man,
them.
yeah, but and the thing it is, when you got this much drama going on, that's pointing the finger back to your coaching, guys. It's coaching, because
this team been
it's
quitting
one
on
thing to
them.
have one player on the team that's not happy. You
And
know,
don't
you got the
forget,
Terrell Owens, you got the I mean, but it's one thing to have one player, but you got two.
yeah,
They
Ray
quit on
McLeod too.
Raheem, yo.
Yeah,
They quit
and what?
on him.
Well, three. I forgot where. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. But once Ray got released, I said, yeah, it's on Raheem. It's him. He the one behind the scene, letting everything let it be. Oh, I want to fire them. Okay, now you want a hot seat since you want to let two of these players go. We might
yeah,
see how the season gonna roll out. So this gonna let you know you can be here or not. Nah, but I ain't front fellas. Raheem got to go. I'm sorry. I'm cleaning house. Rest in K too. And I'm tired of the yes mans. We got the until we somebody step up and say, hey, enough is enough. 21 years. We appreciate you, Rich McKay. You got to go. We got to clean house. It start from the front office. I'm telling y'all guys, because
yeah,
like I said, like I'm agreeing with Coach. We should have got Bill Belichick, but nah, Rich McKay always got his hands around the screens. That's when who pulling the main screens. Until he leave out that picture, this organization not gonna do anything.
yeah.
I'm just being
So
honest.
I've heard you guys, since I joined the stream, um, talk about offense and Penix. I'm not sure if you guys already run through it or not. But I think Aubrey got to get some smoke too, because how do
Oh yeah,
you put Brooks back there on the field? And the Panthers told that man to toot that thing up, boy. They raped him the
Oh
whole. They raped
Oh
wow.
him.
my
They
God.
raped him the whole time he was
What?
out there.
Mama make it.
Hey, wait a minute. He had a community too, did he? You know, everybody got a community
the
too.
community booty.
Yeah,
Everybody got that
Oh
community
yeah,
too.
wow.
That person
he
they
was out
call
there.
too. Like, hey,
Yeah,
two, come here.
yeah, he was out there giving up the
Yo.
bussy.
Toot, toot.
He was
Oh
Oh
he
wow!
my
was too.
goodness.
Oh
What?
wow!
What?
He,
15-yard
That's a
penalty,
family show. Yeah.
Hey,
unnecessary use
Coach
of a
Carter.
prison reference.
What in the world?
My
yeah,
goodness.
hey,
he was
I
out
ain't
there
gonna,
giving it up.
I ain't
Oh
gonna
And
talk too
and
bad
wow!
about my
and
man though.
and
Oh
I like
and,
wow!
and
Natron Brooks, man. I liked him ever since he came in that preseason game and had those 17 tackles or whatever. But he just was not a matchup for Xavier. And coach should have saw that.
Yeah.
yeah,
Coach
yeah,
just said,
you
yeah,
can't keep putting
Albrecht should
him
have saw
out.
that.
And
Yeah,
then the most egregious thing I seen, and I give smoke when smoke is due. You cannot put Caden Ellis on
Ellis,
the
yes.
best
Bro,
receiver on the
on
Panthers
10.
team. What
right,
in the world
right,
was that?
right.
He was in a zone though, wasn't he?
No, he was a man.
Nah,
No,
he was
man.
No,
man.
I
He
think
was
he was
man
in the
though.
zone. I think he was in
Yeah,
a
yeah, it
zone.
was only and it
He
was only
lined
Xavier
up.
Watts' fault too.
No,
But
Watts
he
should
he
have
didn't.
lined
been
up.
back that
He
He
game.
lined
lined
up
up
and
on him.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Nah,
he
I
lined up
think
nah,
on him.
I think he was manned up.
Okay, well
nah.
then,
Um,
Yeah,
you
he
know
was
what?
lined up.
I gotta give it to you. You're 100% right on that, Coach. You're 100% right on that.
Yeah, cause Watts, I don't know, Watts ain't really doing nothing. Cause I think Watts took a step down too. I ain't even cut y'all off because I'm like, where's Watts? Like he really, I mean, I guess the only team's not forcing
Xavier
the ball.
Watts?
Was Xavier Watts? He did good this year, but I'm just saying. But I feel like the team's not going his way.
Who are you
No,
talking
I
about?
ain't saying he
What?
did bad. I'm just saying. I said Xavier Watts. I'm just saying like
Like
I
you
don't
got,
know.
well,
like
Y'all
he
just
got to
keep
think
going
about,
though.
well,
he got to
just
think about Watts. You got to realize these, you got 3 rookies on defense, right? These guys,
Right.
they are still learning,
four,
so they got a long way to go. Now, if you want to call somebody out, you go. I mean, even Jesse Bates stepped up in the end, but if you want to call somebody out this season, Jesse Bates has to be that guy. Now, even AJ Terrell, who's supposed to be this somewhat lockdown corner, he gave up a lot today too. So I mean, we got stretched out on defense. I mean, we had to cover a lot of holes where Divine Diablo was out. Wasn't that Billy Bowman had to play out of position a couple of times? So I mean, we got stretched out on defense. I mean,
I
Yeah,
think.
but that's a
But
great
their
you
defense.
offensive
gonna have
coordinator,
games like that, and that's
yeah,
a reflection of poor coaching. Because,
yeah,
like I was saying on somebody else's joint earlier, it's easy to coach when you running the script and everything is going according to script. That don't really count for shit.
yeah,
It's like when they stop everything and they blow your whole game plan up. Now you gotta be able to think and make these plays and play calls and adjustments on the fly. That's what makes you a coach from a Raheem Morris, a nigga who just came in and all right, the house is built, decorate the windows, like what he did in LA. He went out there to an already made team, and all he had to do was tell the husband where the rugs out this decorating the house. Nigga, the house is built already. Like, if you crash this car, you don't deserve to be in the NFL. Like,
yeah,
he can't do that. Like, when you ask Raheem to go out there, yo, build something, like build a team, build a culture, make us
yeah,
into a winner. He can't do that. Zack Robinson can't either, because Zack Robinson had nothing to do with nothing in LA. He was passing coordinator, whatever, or offensive coordinator in name only,
yeah,
because that was McVay, and
yeah,
it's still McVay right now.
yeah.
Yeah,
And the difference
we
is
got a
night and day.
Superman chat here. Furball says, so that last question,
Uh-huh.
he said, do we fire Zach first, then Raheem? If it comes to that, how does it work? When it comes to the firing, it says, where do we go from here, or what do we? Or, yeah, where do we
Oh,
go
that's
from here?
easy.
Dun
That's
dun
easy.
dun. That's a Superman chat. I,
That's
You fi-
easy.
I
Yeah.
think
you
it's the end
fire
of the
both of
season
them
joint.
together.
Yeah, I think it's
Nah, you can't do it. You can't do it together.
Man, what?
You can't do it together. Nah, you can't
Man,
do it
what?
together. Cause
You
here go the
doing
thing.
dirt
Here go the thing.
bars.
You gonna give Raheem that grace, that one more year grace.
No,
One
oh
he's
no,
under contract. Hold
no,
on
no.
now.
no.
Hold on. Because you're not gonna fire both of them. It's not gonna happen. They're gonna get rid of. If they have to make a provision to get rid of one, it's gonna be Zack Robinson because of how the offense looked. Now, if it come down to it next year and Raheem Morris might get fired 4 or 5 games in. But no, they're not gonna fire both of them. Not now. No.
Man,
Now, you look at the end of the season, maybe. But at the same time, they might not even fire him then. Because if you look at our track record, all coaches except for one, I think, what's his name? The one that walked out on. Everybody got a 3-year grace
Pacino.
period to do that. Yeah, Patino. Yeah, I mean Petrino. But he might even live out the contract. So I
Oh
mean, but they're
God,
not gonna fire both.
oh God,
man,
no.
blasphemy. You brought up the guy that quit on us at halftime. Come on, man. Like,
I
stop
didn't want to
this.
say his name. Somebody pronounce the
Nah,
name
man,
for
you
me.
said his name. You brought up the guy that quit on us at halftime, man.
So
Yeah,
Pacino.
I didn't want to bring his name up. I'm sorry,
But
man. I
look,
Yeah.
man,
apologize.
both of
That
them
was
gotta
that was
go.
not good.
They
Yeah.
both got to go together at the same damn time in future voice. They got to go at the same damn time.
But tell me what you think, T. Will. You think they're gonna go at the same time, or you think it's a situation where they're gonna let one go and keep one, or
They should go at the same time.
Hmm.
But we know things don't always happen as they should. To be honest with
Yeah.
you, to be frank, they should go tonight. Now, will they go? Probably not.
That's
That's
12:03.
what I meant right there.
12:03,
Yeah.
I
exactly.
don't see no breaking
If it
news.
lasts if they last to the end of the season, they can go together.
Yeah.
But
I
as
mean,
far as like right now, Zack Robinson need to be out the door. I'd rather settle for TJ Yates and call the rest of the
Yes.
season.
Yeah, me too.
I'd
Me too.
rather TJ Yates call the rest of the season. I
Man.
mean, what can you lose?
For real.
yeah, I
Listen.
honestly think this is sometimes guys are just better associate coaches than they are. They just Raheem Morris is a good defensive coordinator. He is not a good head coach because
Yeah.
Is he really a good defensive coordinator?
Man,
well,
No,
his record says he
no.
is.
not-
Because
know what?
no,
Hey,
hold on to you.
He's a good hype man. He's
I'm
a good
not-
hype me up.
Is he a good
I'm
defensive
not
coordinator?
I'm not defending him. I'm not defending him.
Because that year they won the Super Bowl. That Rams
Uh-huh.
defense wasn't necessarily good.
Yeah, that was Aaron Donald team.
They had
Yeah,
Aaron
they
Donald
were
and
all
Jalen
offense.
Ramsey.
Aaron Donald
They
and
did,
Ramsey.
but they did win the Super Bowl, and that defense won that chance. Well, he also did have Aaron Donald. So think
Exactly.
about that.
And
He did
Jalen
have
Exactly.
Aaron
Ramsey.
Donald.
And Wade
Like
Phillips
I
was coaching
said,
that team.
he went
But-
in there and decorated the house. Where you
Yeah.
want the carpets, how you want, what
Yeah.
color blinds you want.
You want the
He
Christmas
went
light
in
with
there
it?
and decorated the house.
So
Hey,
my
it's a
point
good
is-
argument because even when he was here as the defensive coordinator, he was under Raquan Emanuel, wasn't
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
And
he
so-
did Raquan
Yeah,
he?
Emanuel.
It's a good argument.
But
That's what
my-
I'm
Yeah, it's a
saying.
good.
Like,
It's,
yeah,
my
he was a
point
wide
is-
receiver. He was wide receiver
Wide
coach.
receiver
Wide
coach.
Man,
Yep.
it must have been tough
Yep.
coaching
Yep.
Julio
he-
Jones.
You
Oh
doing
my
DBs
God.
and wide receiver coach?
my
Like,
point
how
See,
you
he
is-
coach
was the
Julio
head
Jones?
coach.
Like,
My point is, he's not a good head coach. And
yeah,
at-
yeah,
and
he's
at-
definitely
and
not
at-
that.
And at this point, let's cut our losses.
Yeah.
And
See, I
firing
thought-
you tonight.
Let's cut our losses and move forward. And it's unfortunate because this team has so much talent. But
Right.
this is, going forward, this is a cautionary tale. And I hate that it's the Falcons because so many of our exploits end up as cautionary tales.
Yeah.
You can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't have the right guy running it,
Right.
it's not going to work. My daddy used to tell me all the time, a good coach can take his team and beat your team and then turn around and take your team and beat his team. And we don't have that man at the helm.
No.
It's
Yeah.
unfortunate, but it is what it is.
He can't even launch his own team. Never mind.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
When it
lying.
first got leaked that we was taking Raheem Morris or we was interviewing him, I was like, please don't do this stupid ass stuff.
Breaking news, right?
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
And then they did that same way when they said that we was looking at bringing Mariota in under Arthur Smith. I said, man, please don't bring in Mr. Hospital.
well, this man right. He a good preacher.
So-
hey, let's run the NFC South, guys.
Oh
So,
my God.
Hey, go back to that comment, Coach.
which one?
From SB.
Shouts
We
out
we
to
had we had a
I
good
had
discussion.
that
Yeah,
Oh,
we had a good discussion earlier,
Shout
and
out to the Panthers Prime podcast in here chilling with us. Y'all got us this time.
hey, shout out to
Yeah,
the
boy.
Panthers. They
Boy,
did
they
their
got
thing.
Bryce Young looking like Patrick Mahomes in that
Kid,
backfield.
while
man.
you find that, Big Low, can I answer
Okay.
that question real quick?
Of course.
So here's my thing, fellas.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
in
it.
agreement. I'm in agreement with everyone who says Raheem needs to be fired. I think he should have never been given the opportunity to be a coach. I think moving forward, the Falcons absolutely have to have a proven head coach. I don't mean a retread that has, 6 more wins than losses. I mean an actually proven winning head coach, something the Falcons have never had this century, not
Right.
once, in the 25, almost 26 years have we had a proven head coach. But I will say this. With that being said, if we want a head coach, proven head coach, I think you have to give Raheem a year, and then unless he just completely craps the bed, 2 years. And this is why I say that, because all of us in here, young lady included, all of us in here have jobs. If you're going to go to a new job, the very first question you ask is the pay going to be better? Then I'm pretty positive the very next thing you're going to think about, will I have stability at this job? In 25 years, the Falcons have had 7 head coaches. The last 5 years, we've had the last 3 coaches. We had one that got 4 or 5 years, one that got 3 years, and then if you fire Raheem now, one that got 2 years. That's not really a stable organization.
Right.
So if you want to have a head coach that is a proven head coach that has some equity in the game, who could possibly turn this franchise around, I think thinking of the future, you got to give Raheem just a little bit more rope.
Yeah, I don't agree.
I ain't getting him nothing. I'm sorry. He got to
I
go.
don't agree with that.
Yo, I give
I don't agree with that.
Hey,
The reason being, I have to disagree with that real quick is because a proven head coach, I mean, it's already gonna be tough to want to get a very well known,
correct,
winning head coach to even want to come here.
Yep.
But giving Raheem one more year isn't gonna make or break a guy wanting to come here or not. That's not gonna be the
It
difference
will if it
maker.
shows
But
instability. If it
No.
shows instability in the franchise, you're not gonna, like you said, Atlanta. First off, is not an attractive place anyway.
Says who?
So
It might not be attractive in basketball, coach. You can get folks to come here to play football. That's not true.
To play football, yeah. To play
football,
maybe.
and
you can get folks to come here to coach.
Right
Hold
now,
on.
hold
on. Do you know how you're absolutely wrong? Name the one coach who has done so.
That's come here.
Yeah, that's because we like to hire buddies.
Winning coach.
We don't know, but that's because we like to hire our friends. That's because we like to know. He's saying what winning coach or established coach has come
Jim
here.
Moore Jr., Mike Smith.
Jim Moore, he wasn't established, but Dan Reeves was.
Yeah, I'm about to say Dan was.
Yeah,
but that was before 2000.
But the point is,
he's saying
we don't know
he's
that
saying
they
post
didn't want to
2000.
come here. We don't know that they didn't want to come here, right? That's number one. We don't know. We don't know that.
What do you mean? They didn't come.
That doesn't mean he didn't want to come. That means we didn't choose him.
Yeah, we just didn't choose him.
We weren't in the boardroom. We didn't have the look. Here's what I'm saying, and you have a valid point. I'm not saying that your idea is out of left field.
Yeah, exactly. Belichick wanted to come,
but
they didn't want to give up all that GM power and control.
And they shouldn't have, because Belichick ran the Patriots in the ground once Brady left. Look, man, here's my point, and I'll be brief, and then you guys can have at it. We like, and when I say we, I'm talking about Arthur Blank and I'm talking about Rich McKay. We like to hire our buddies. We like to hire people that we're comfortable with. So it's not that a coach won't come here. It's that I don't know that they've been given the opportunity to or selected.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. Look, let me tell you, this is Atlanta. This is little LA over here. This is a mecca for folks. Plenty of folks will come to Atlanta.
Of us. But real quick, answer me this question. I can't remember his name, but I'm sure that you guys at the top, y'all look all relative to my age. I remember, I can't think of his name, but he was in Miami. He we had him quote unquote hired. He was going to sign the papers. He did all this, that, and the third, and then the 12th hour, he gave us the finger and went somewhere else. That
Flores,
I remember. Who
I,
was it?
Brian Flores.
nah, this was a
Mm-mm.
while. This was
Uh-uh.
like early
Uh-uh.
2000s.
Was it
I
Weinstein?
don't
I
remember.
remember the
I
incident.
don't
I just don't
remember.
remember the coach.
Was
Yeah,
it Weinstein?
I don't remember his name,
I
but
think it was
he was
Weinstein.
he was a proven coach, and he used sort of like Harbaugh did, used us to get a better deal. I mean,
But I think he
I'm
went to
saying
Pitt.
Atlanta is attractive for us, but outside of us, it's not a Miami, it's not a New York, it's not a high market value team. That's what I'm saying. So you have
Wait,
to
what's
get
hot
past.
about Miami?
You have to
Bobby
get
Petrino.
you have to get over
Come on,
that hurdle first, and then you got to look at the franchise itself. That's all I'm saying. You want to be as stable as possible to
But
attract
pick
the
out there
coaches
right quick.
we're hiring.
I say it right quick. To all the people that keep saying that we got to hold Raheem to another year, another 2 years,
That's
I'm putting my
yeah.
perspective. I'm putting my perspective.
Big process. Okay.
If I'm an owner of a company and I had 3 managers back to back that I had to fire, and then I finally get a new manager, and he works in all 3 of the other ones. You think I could hold this manager for 2 more years just because you
No,
think because people on the outside gonna be mad at me? I'm not worried about
absolutely,
no food out there. This is
Agreed.
my money. This is my company.
Agreed.
I want
Agreed.
to find something to
exactly.
make it work. You know something? Get rid of Raheem and make the fan come to the stadium. Keep Raheem and make the fan go away from the stadium.
Yep.
They're
Yeah.
already selling their
Hey,
Agreed.
tickets.
hey, man.
Agreed.
Hey,
Hey, we
what's,
got Panthers Prime podcast in here, man. What's going
what,
on,
what's
Panthers
happening?
Prime?
What's happening?
Hey, how y'all doing, fellas? Thank you for letting me on the panel, man. It's totally a tremendous honor, man, to be here with you guys.
Welcome, bro.
Yeah, man,
Yeah,
absolutely,
Chicago.
absolutely. Say one more time.
Great
What you said?
game. Oh, go ahead.
What you said, Deshaun?
I said, what do you say, Chicago?
Nah,
Huh?
he's a Panthers Prime podcast.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm over
okay.
here in Carolina,
I'm
bro.
actually a Panthers content creator. I was just saying it's a
Yeah,
tremendous honor, man, and privilege to be on the panel with you all. That's all I
for
was
sure,
saying.
man. For sure.
Okay, for
Yeah.
sure, for
Congrats
sure.
on the win.
Congratulations though for the win, man.
Congratulations on the win.
Oh yeah, man,
Congratulations.
absolutely. Yeah, I didn't come on here to gloat or anything like that. I really came in here to kind of talk about kind of you guys. Um, I think it was from the 49ers game. Of course, we're in the same division, so I watched you guys games very very closely because I knew after week 3 there was going to be a high level of anticipation for this week 11 game. And I watched you guys from the 49ers game all the way down to the Colts game. And the one thing that I've noticed is that even though you guys were losing games, you guys were playing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
like
we were in them.
I think the only game that kind of was a little bit off was maybe that Dolphins game. But the
Kinda.
Patriots, well, yeah, I'm just well, when I say that, I mean,
Oh,
of course, you guys had Kirk Cousins playing, so Michael Penix didn't play that game,
Yeah.
So, but the Patriots game, the Colts game, when I watched, my live show didn't start on time last week because I was like, oh snap, the Falcons about to win this joint against the Colts, 25-25 all the way down into overtime. I'm like, yo, they about to beat these boys. And it's like just the smallest stuff like that third down conversion that you guys allow old boy to get. It's like little small stuff like that, or the missed field goal against the Patriots. So I knew coming into this game that this is going to be a tough game. And when you guys jumped out on us 21-7, I was like, yo, so this is crazy, man. And I don't know what happened after halftime. I don't know why the game plan changed for you guys as far as running with Bijan Robinson, because we couldn't stop y'all at all. Like we could not stop Bijan Robinson at all the first half. And it was like after that, just a switch went on, and we were stopping stuff. And of course, I never. This is one thing I live by. I never glory in injuries. And when I saw Michael Penix went down, of course I was like, man, like that was bad. But that was one shift that happened in the game because now we don't have the to go have to look at Michael Penix and Bijan Robinson as a possible issue. It was just now Bijan, and we knew Kirk Cousins was probably going to be just throwing to the flat. So,
Yep.
I think that was one of the pivotal shifts right there. To hold you guys to 6 points in the half, in the second half was
Yeah,
I
crazy.
didn't think that could happen. I ain't gonna lie to
Wait,
you.
hold,
Yeah,
hold up. So I'm gonna let you know
Yes, sir.
that that is definitely doable because what was that 4 or 5 weeks ago? I think y'all held us to less than 6 points in the whole game. So I don't think
yeah, zero.
exactly. So look, look. Congratulations on the win, but as bad as this offense, I don't think you realize this. We had more third down conversions in this game than we've had the
Mhm.
last 3 weeks
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
total.
couldn't convert nothing.
Yeah,
yeah.
and we only converted 4 times this week. So,
Hmm.
bro, it's we've been on the struggle bus. We went 3 for 29 on third down conversions the
Yeah.
last three
And
weeks.
see,
So,
we keep talking about fire fire Raheem. But if you pick any problem, offensively, defensively, special teams, I mean, you name it, drop balls, anything that has gone wrong leads back to Zack Robinson. He
exactly,
got to go.
exactly.
I mean, any type of momentum we had, the plays that he called didn't keep the momentum going. If we drop balls, it was not the situation. I mean, situational play calling for him, it killed us every game,
Then when Kurt, and I ain't because of
especially
then when,
especially in the second half. Now you talking about
yeah,
this game here specifically. The first half, oh, I just knew we were finna do it in Carolina. We finna get our get back. We finna have our revenge game. This was gonna be our game.
Fact.
We come in,
Absolutely.
and what kept me on the edge of my seat was we're not a second half team. We don't play the full quarters.
No,
So
nah.
for us to go up as far as we did, I say, okay, we still got a chance to pull this thing out. But then when the Carolina came back and marched right down the field, oh, I sat back in my seat.
yep.
I already knew
Uh,
what it was.
and
I
then we
mean, Zack
busted.
Robinson went completely away from what he did in the first half.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then
it
we
was a
fumbled
total
in on the
difference, bro.
kickoff. I was like, yeah, it's game time.
Yeah,
Oh
and
yeah,
and
oh
and
yeah.
look, and
Special
Carolina's
teams.
defense was they was getting hyped up. No, that's
Yeah,
on hype me up. Oh,
that's what it.
play after play, they was getting there,
Yeah,
Hey
and I was
yo,
like, oh yeah, we're not going to convert nothing.
who's
Yeah.
number
yeah,
Then
35?
with Kirk
Then,
Cousins,
then we kept Brooks out there giving up the draws for free.
Yeah,
what
Oh,
what
I
made it
know.
worse when Kirk Cousins was throwing the ball to Drake London, and Drake London was getting killed. Like Carolina was really trying to knock Drake London out, but thank God he got out the game. But jeez, well, y'all was ready to play, man. Kudos to
and I
Carolina.
just I just saw a thing on the flash on the screen that he might be out next week.
Yeah,
Yeah, they say he
yeah, they
yeah.
might.
knocked Drake out and he dropped Michael Penix out the game.
But
Yeah,
to
and
your
to be honest
point,
with you, that was
oh,
our
sorry.
backup linebackers because Trevin Wallace was
Mm-hmm.
out for the game. So that was cleared in Shirless, and I think they was going to bring
Yeah,
up Chris Barnes as well. They never did because Shirless is playing lights out. I ain't see him play like that
Yeah, yeah, they
ever.
yeah,
was knocking heads off. They was knocking heads off. So kudos to y'all, man. Yeah, y'all deserve it, man. This team just need to just need to clean house for me, man.
Who's number
My New Year's
35?
resolution is
Hey, I'm
Who's number
sorry, Carrie. You
35,
getting ready to
yo?
say something? Oh, hold on one
Yeah,
second, Prime.
no, I was just
Oh, I'm
gonna
sorry.
add to that point. No, it's okay. I was just gonna add to that point. As far as like you mentioned about the run game and how Bijan was having a great game in the first half. I feel like that's been our story since the 49ers game. Like you mentioned, that's when we were starting to get figured out with the run game. And we
mm-hmm.
really went on this 4 game losing streak. Well, now 5, but where we can't run the ball effectively and we're not using Bijan, we're not using Tyler well enough, and they're not getting enough carries. It's like Zack Robinson has no answer for them stacking the box. He has no
Yeah,
adjustments. I feel like the
yeah,
Panthers coaching staff today did a great job in the second half of making adjustments at halftime as far as figuring out how to stop the run.
yeah,
They did a great job of that. And unfortunately, our coaching staff, like I mentioned earlier, don't do a good job of in game adjustments. I mean, even the Panthers game, you know, and in Carolina, we were only down 10 to nothing at halftime. You
yeah,
have Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier, a great running back duo. There's absolutely no reason why you can just abandon the run or that you should abandon the run down 10 to nothing. You could have still ran the ball. He just
yeah,
decides to abandon the run as soon as he doesn't see explosive runs happening in a game,
Yeah.
he gets scared. He tucks his tail in and just like,
Yeah.
goes away from it. Even last week against the Colts, it's like, why are you going away from the run if we're still getting these 3-4 yards
Yeah.
here and there? Like, don't abandon the run. This should be a run first offense. Your quarterback, your young quarterback should not be throwing the football 36 and 37 times
Yeah.
in New England, in San
Mm.
Francisco. It's just frustrating for me because so much of this goes back to coaching. I
Back to
think
coach.
again Carolina did great with the second half adjustments, and unfortunately our coaching staff is not good at adjustments at halftime or even after the game. So
Just period. Just period.
Yeah.
Just
uh,
period.
uh,
Oh, I did want to call out um Heath Herndon. Now I want to let you know something. Coach's corner on here
I
is
was just about. I
huge.
was just
Okay,
about
okay,
to.
all right,
I
okay,
was just.
okay.
I
I'll
was
let
just
you go
about to
ahead,
say,
Coach. 'Cause I know you were
do
gonna say
not come.
okay.
Do not come for my Longhorns. Leave them out of this. This has to do with the Falcons. Don't even go there. I was just about to say something, Lo.
He's a huge Texas fan, man. Huge
You
Texas
know
Leave
fan.
what's
my
crazy?
Longhorns out of this.
You know what's crazy, Big Love?
What that?
Is that this has been the knock on Raheem Morris his whole career, even his first time here in Atlanta as the head coach. See, a lot of people
Yeah.
forget that he was here
Yeah.
that time, or it pigeonhole and they pretend like they don't remember, or that he was a part of that 2016 Super Bowl losing defense that he was coaching that failed to protect.
Yeah. I think we lost him.
Yeah, I
It's
think we
Mike
lost.
anyway.
Mike probably is. Mike
Y'all
probably
hear me
not.
now?
Yeah,
Y'all hear me
Yeah.
Yeah.
now? Uh, like a lot of people forget that Raheem Morris, this is his second time here, and let it pigeonhole or act like they don't remember that he was on that 2017 defensive staff that folded in that Super Bowl and let them go
Mm.
down for 8 points on 3 damn drives
but
Yeah.
actually he was on their
Yeah.
in the row.
offensive staff, right? I believe he was the wide receivers coach.
Yeah. He was a wide receiver coach. Appreciate it.
Uh,
Yeah, he
but
was the wide
man,
receiver.
but that's why he. But that's exactly why Raheem and Zack Robinson got to go together. Cause being the fact that you the head coach and you got ultimate veto power, and you allow this BS to even go on the field, says something about A, your competence, B, your play calling and your job handling responsibilities. Clearly, you don't deserve the job that you in. Like, it's so much dysfunction with this, like, and it's so bad that it's seeping like into the players. Like, th- believe it or not, the offense you can tell they've quit. Like, to a degree, a lot of them are quitting, bro. Like, you can tell. Like,
Yeah, yeah, it's tough,
like
bro. At the end of the day, your players' attitude reflect, what your coach, the way your coach goes about things. And I mean, I hate to be the "I told you so" guy or the guy that's always beating the dead horse, but whenever you defiantly stand on the fact that your offense or your starters don't need to play in the preseason, and you go 3 for 29 over the
Mm.
course of 3 games, hit dogs don't just bark, Bo, but they holler at the end of the day.
You
So
sound like us. We were screaming all during preseason about the starters not
dang,
starting those some of those
dang.
games and only giving Bryce Young that one drive against the Houston Texans and the way that we started off the season against the Jags and the Cardinals. I mean, we got dog walked in
Yeah,
Jacksonville.
exactly,
Yeah, yeah.
exactly.
So yeah.
And then it's like
Hmm.
you look back at the season moving forward, and then it's like, daggum. Let's say you do miss the playoffs by one game or a half
Hmm.
game. Be like, well, dang, if we would have played in the preseason, maybe we would have had a chance. But
Yeah.
sometimes coaches feel like they're the smartest guy in the room, and unfortunately, Raheem Morris is in the room by himself. So that's pretty much what we got going on. But look, man, we finna get ready to shut this thing on down, Bo. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming on here and chilling out with us. Thank y'all, everybody in the chat. Clowns, just let us know that we got 154 likes. I definitely appreciate that. If you're watching the show after we gone live already, make sure you put a what in the world, Bo, in the chat and hit that like button. T Will, you want to let everybody know where they can find you at, my friend?
Yes, sir. First and foremost, low as always. Hey, man, I love you, bro. Thank you for having me
Thank
on.
you.
Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it. Hey, man, I appreciate everybody on the panel. I welcome everybody's opinion, and I'm thankful for this exchange of bitterness, frustration, and mutual respect. And so, to everybody on the panel, thank you so much. Enjoyed spending time with y'all. Y'all can see me at For My ATL Sports 1 on YouTube. Again, the number 4, My ATL Sports, the number 1 on YouTube. Please check me out. And hey, man, Low, thank you, brother. You guys be good.
You
Yes,
already know.
sir.
All right, Will.
Yes, sir.
Atlanta Falcons Fandemic.
What up, though?
Thank you so much for chopping it up with us, man. You want to let everybody know where they can find you?
Hey, man, you know I'll never pass up the opportunity to get on your stage, man. I appreciate you having me
Hey,
on, man.
man.
It's always a
Always
blast.
enjoy you, fam. Always
Yeah.
enjoy you.
So, I mean, that's the only good thing that happened. Well, now, outside of my Hurricanes winning, they
Oh,
won two. So,
Lord. Here we
uh,
go.
305 all
they
day,
won
baby.
two.
Here
Yeah,
we
for sure,
go.
for sure. Look, and check this out, y'all. I got a grandbaby coming.
Oh,
Got a little
man.
girl coming.
Oh, that's
Congratulations.
Yeah,
what's
so
up,
yeah,
man.
so
That's
Congratulations,
what's
Mo.
up.
gonna be
Congratulations,
Love it.
man.
yeah. Got the first grandbaby coming. So yeah, can't wait to see her. I'm gonna be broke again, but
Oh Lord.
You from Miami, bro?
yeah, I'm from Miami.
Me too,
Yeah,
man.
Dade County.
Me too,
Yeah.
bro. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Hey,
my wife
Mo.
gonna hate it though. She gonna fight. She gonna have to fight off her attention now because she the only female in the house. So
Oh,
now
Lord.
she gonna have to fight for attention. Yeah,
Goodness gracious, man.
You funny, man. Fan Devin, you
but
funny,
yeah,
man.
man, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But man, I appreciate y'all, man. Hey, look, y'all can just keep on looking for me on Atlanta Falcons Fandemic on YouTube. I got another. If you give me just 1 second, I'm gonna share one more image with you,
Oh,
Coach.
yeah, for sure.
And it's I think that's it.
See if I can find
Nope,
you.
that ain't it.
Yeah, that's the same
But
one.
give me 1 second.
No,
One
you
second.
good.
1 second. There you go. There you go. I got a new channel coming out. And this is going to be all about Georgia sports. And I'm gonna start it this year, but I'm gonna really kick it off January 1. Talk about all Atlanta sports. But I'm gonna do an interview hopefully next week before the Georgia. I'm a Hurricane fan, like I said, but before the Georgia Georgia Tech game, because I want to bring on a player that I grew up with, and I think you guys will know him. He played with Quincy Carter. That gummit, I can't even call his name now. But anyway, guys, y'all look out for that interview. But anyway, I appreciate y'all, man. I'm on Twitter. I'm on YouTube, Facebook, all on the Atlanta Falcons Fandemic. But hey, I'm almost tracking that 1,000. So y'all pray for me. I'm almost there. I got that $sign already. So, but I want that thousand. I want the 1,000.
There you
I want that
go,
thou
baby.
wow. So
That
yeah,
bow wow.
yes,
Don't do it, bro.
hey,
Don't do it.
appreciate you there, Panther. Uh, but yeah, man, appreciate y'all having me on, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. I'm gonna get in here and eat. My wife, I mean, I'm hungry. My back touching my stomach. So yeah.
Hey, you gotta eat. So you gotta eat like it's your last supper now.
I,
There you
Hey,
I,
go,
I
man.
I didn't
good
want to eat
luck,
this late,
pandemic.
but I had it. I've been on everybody's podcast. Didn't do my own. So
Oh,
yeah, so
Oh
I'm
man.
yeah.
eating late. I'm gonna try to eat light. So, but y'all know how that go.
Yeah, hey,
But hey, man, y'all, I look for y'all on the next one, man. I appreciate everything though.
man, for
Appreciate
Oh
sure,
you.
man.
yeah.
Good
For
luck,
sure.
Love
pandemic.
you,
Can't
man.
wait for
For
you to
sure.
channel, man. Good
Yeah,
luck.
Yeah.
appreciate it, man.
For sure.
Miss Carrie, baby. Let's
Hey.
Carrie. You got anything
21,
you want?
21.
21, 21.
I'm just kidding. No, shout out to you, country. Thank you so much for having me. Shout out to everyone on the panel. Appreciate you all. It's been fun talking Falcons with y'all. It's been like a therapy session, so I appreciate it. And yeah, you can find me
In
finding
St.
a
Louis, rolling. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I was gonna say you could find me finding a way, how to change it.
Wow.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna be trying to find a
Oh,
way on how to go ahead and change these locks in Flowery Branch facilities over here so that Mr. Raheem Morris and Zack Robinson and maybe even Marquise Williams. I mean,
Oh
that's a
Lord.
that's flying under the radar. I'm sorry. I gotta call him out as well because this special teams unit this season, my
Man,
goodness. I mean,
Right.
it's been so under the radar. I feel how bad special teams has been
yeah, it's been
because of the
bad.
offense. But
Mm, mm,
that I see you. So
right.
ah,
you're not
Clean.
going unnoticed on my book. So
Yeah, we're gonna
yeah,
clean
but
house.
no, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, shout out to everyone in the chat. Appreciate you all. And seriously, thank you, Big Low. It's always a pleasure. Thank you so
Hey,
much.
nah, thank you so much for coming on with us, Kerry. I think, look, in the African American households, when you wake up on Saturday morning and mama's playing Shaka Khan, that means it's time to clean house.
Trying to clean up. Yep.
So Shaka
Yep.
Khan, that's funny. Oh
Man,
man.
William, Amy, you want to let everybody know? You got any
Yeah,
last
man.
words
You
for
can
everybody?
man, you just can follow me on Facebook, man. William Amy. I be on Instagram. You know, I think mine's like I don't be on it like that, but I'm just ready for next season, man. And hopefully we have a new coaching staff, and you know, I'm gonna start doing my broadcast next year though. Whenever I get my move out of a different state. But yeah, I have a blessed one, man.
For sure, man. For
Yes,
sure.
sir.
have a
Yeah.
good one, Will.
Yes, sir.
About whatever, man. What's going on, man? You got any last words? Got any last words, soldier?
Can y'all hear me?
You can barely hear you. Your mic is
All right,
driving the struggle bus.
better now.
About the same.
Hold on, let me turn it up. Better.
It's it's the same, but you can go ahead.
Uh, Look, man. Shout out to the new granddad on the panel who was up here, man.
For sure, for sure.
Congratulations, congratulations to the Panthers for spanking our ass today, man. Uh, I hope it got us a new coach and OC, like effective immediately. Shout out to Big Low for having me up here on the panel, man. And everybody up here, man. Like Miss Carey said, man, it's like therapy, man. Cause without it, we go insane.
That's it, man. That's it. We appreciate you for coming on, Bo. Thank you so much.
Word up.
Coach's Corner. You want to let everybody know where they can find you at, my friend?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. First off, thank you, Big Low, for having me on, and nice to meet all you guys on the panel that I'm meeting for the first time. um, ooh, you can find me this week. Hopefully, I'll have a show because I'm on my way actually in the morning home to DC. So I can't wait to touch down back at home. Been a minute.
So,
But it's the Coach's Corner on every platform: YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook. Come join us every Wednesday at 8. I guarantee you, I'm gonna have a hot topic for you. I mean, a hot take for you that you're probably gonna disagree with, but they generally end up coming true. So come argue with me. Come have a good time with me. Again, that's the Coach's Corner on every platform, live Wednesday at 8. Again, Big Low, thank you for having me, man.
for sure, man. You already know what time it is, man. Blackberry, the home team with Blackberry. I make sure that y'all check him out. He says, if mama playing Shirley Caesar, it's time to clean the house and the yard and the gutters. You already know it.
See, my
Man,
grandmother was Otis Reddy.
Otis. Oh Lord, man, my
Yes,
dad
that
loved
Otis
Otis.
get to playing.
Boy,
Otis
what
and
you
Percy
talking
Sledge,
about?
that were her too.
Man,
That come on, better get on up on my bed and
Boy,
get the lemon pledge and get the wiping down all the
what you
wood in
talking
the house.
about, boy? But yes, all the wood. You know them sofas with the wood armrest on them and everything. Yes,
Yep.
man, they don't know that about them Otis Redding joints like uh them them album cuts like the sad song
Oh
fat
yeah.
fat 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 fat. They don't know nothing about that, folks. Your
Oh yeah.
turn. You take them back now. You already know. Panthers Prime Podcast. Thank you
Yes,
so much
sir.
for coming on and chopping it up with us tonight, fam. You want
Yes,
to let
sir.
everybody know where they can find you, my friend?
Absolutely. First and foremost, Big Low, thank you for allowing me on your panel again, man. I actually found you today on YouTube while you was at the stadium saying, look at everybody, everybody
Oh.
in the background. So, man, thank you, man. It was a great time frame, short time frame here, but great time frame. And I'm pretty sure that there's going to be multiple times that I'll be able to grace your stage, man. And hopefully you'll be able to grace mine. I am on YouTube and all social media outlets, predominantly on YouTube and Twitter at Panthers Prime Podcast. I cover the Carolina Panthers. Just started content creating about 3 years ago and have been loving it. Of course, I started when we just got Bryce Young, and there's been a lot of woes, but I'm grateful that we are, transitioning, to a better team. One thing I do want to say is I do believe that the Atlanta area code is going to change this week from 404 to 448. Shout out Bryce Young.
Daggone. Wow.
He just had to get his shot in.
Wow.
I had to do one. I had to just do one.
Wow.
I'm not gonna do no more. Just
Had
one.
to get his shot in, man.
Daggone.
Oh,
Just-
Look,
that's
I
what it
ain't
was.
knocking you. I ain't knocking you. Look, y'all
Had to get his
swippers.
shot in.
Y'all swippers. Look. Gotta give it up to y'all swippers. Y'all got us this time.
Just this
Low.
time. Hey, I didn't expect it to be like this, but I did tell, and I don't know if you know this guy, but Red Swarm is the guy who frequents my podcast often.
Yeah, that's the homie.
Yeah, man, Red Swarm, that's my dude, man. We have a lot of conversation offline, and also Jew Talk Sports. And man, I told him Saturday, I said I have a feeling that the Panthers may go into Atlanta and do something, man. Bryce Young always seemed to turn up in Atlanta. So yeah, man. But good win, and looking forward to next year, man, because I know it's going to be another challenge next year with you guys. So yeah.
Next year we kick you out between the washing machine and the dryer.
Right. We can't keep that.
And then we're gonna change your error code to 404.
That's it.
We're gonna do. We'll be on your show saying your area code is going to be 770.
Real childish, right?
We gonna remember. We gonna remember now. We ain't gonna forget it.
Hey, now I was saying some crazy stuff earlier. I was saying we gonna knock the lemon pepper wet off of the.
Oh man, where in the world?
Oh no, he didn't. No, he did not. You just offended all the folks at Magic City, sir. Now you got it coming. You got it coming. Oh man,
I know y'all didn't see it. I know you didn't see it, Lo, because you was at the game. But on the television towards the end of the game, they showed two Panthers fans in the stands going absolutely bananas. Like they were carrying on, waving the Falcons off. Like they were going crazy. Wow. I was like, wow.
Look, you gotta love it, man. But at the end of the day, that's what it's all about between divisional rivals, bro. Like, the divisional teams, you gotta look, you gotta give it to them. And then, what makes it so bad is that I've been talking some cash money, about how we were gonna beat the Panthers this year, and this is something I just got to deal with, man. Just got to deal with it. But next year we're gonna use that Home Depot card, and we finna get the nicest Maytag washing machine and dryer you can find. We're gonna put it in the corner. Then we're gonna get them Panthers. We're finna kick them in between it.
Between it.
You'll need two clothes hangers to pull them out.
Yeah, to your point, Lo, we can't keep Bryce Young employed. Because right now we're keeping him with the job, man.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Oh man. Well, look, man, everybody that's watching, that are still watching, thank y'all so much for chilling out with us, man. Much love to the Falcons fans and the Panthers fans that came in here. Pandemic says, hey man, you crossed the line with the lemon pepper wings.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh man.
Look, man, thank y'all for coming on, topping it up with us. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share the channel with your friends and family. It's for the rest of the way, man. It's gonna be tough, but we're gonna make it. Rise up.